Hello everyone, John with Fun to Be Free coming to you live from Disney's Hollywood Studios. Let's go! Welcome to the fabulous Walt Disney World Resort here in Central Florida. Hey explorers! Like I just said, John with Fun to Be Free coming to you live from Disney's Hollywood Studios. You're gonna wanna stay tuned for today's video topic along with our special guest star today, none other than our chat family member, Zeep180. So of course, stay tuned and also find out more information about blue milk, all the information that you are dying to know. In just a moment, I'll flip the camera to my forward direction to travel. We'll actually head towards the main gate, the guest entrance here at Disney's Hollywood Studios. We'll check out the attendance levels. It is a little crowded today. It is a packed house. It's not as crowded as, of course, it was during Star Wars Day, May the 4th, but it is very, very crowded here today. Just up ahead and in front of us, you can see the guest entrance. And there's a lot of guests that are exiting, along with a lot of guests that are coming in to Disney's Hollywood Studios today. We'll check in with the chat in just a few moments here. Give me just a second. Let me adjust all the camera levels, the batteries, and I'll be right with you. But again, here's the guest entrance. Lots of guests here at Disney's Hollywood Studios. We're slowly going to turn around and head up Hollywood Boulevard. Of course, the reason why you're here today for the news topic, Walt Disney World, Florida, Disney's Hollywood Studios, Star Wars Blue Milk, best in Galaxy? That's right, today's video topic is all about Walt Disney World, Florida, Disney's Hollywood Studios, Star Wars Blue Milk, best in Galaxy? Again, as I always say, stay tuned and find out. But I need to enable the wireless feature on the bat phone so I can send the actual phone screen over to your device at home. If you give me just a moment, I will be right with you. And we'll check in with the chat like I just said. We're just getting all set up here, all ready to go. You're now looking at Hollywood Boulevard from a bygone era from 1930s Hollywood, the golden age, if you will. Off in the distance is the center stage along with Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. But let's get, or I should say, check in with the chat. Let's do that. Mama Duck, welcome in and welcome back. Mama Duck says, nice. Zeep180, we're here waiting to watch. Awesome, nice to see ya. Manny Uncanny, welcome in, welcome back. Manny Uncanny says, excellent intro. Well, thank you, Manny Uncanny. I like it when you're here, dude. Jaylon says, hi, everyone. Well, hello there, Jaylon. Jaylon, welcome. Welcome and welcome back. Manny Uncanny says, hola, Juan. Well, hello there, Manny Uncanny. Manny Uncanny says, hello, Mary. Lamons Gray. Welcome and welcome back. It's nice to have Lamons Gray in the chat as well. Lamons Gray says, hi, John, at Fun to Be Free. Well, hello there, Lamons Gray. And Zeep180, oh, boy. Zeep180's already in the chat. Welcome in, welcome back. Like I said before, we may have the opportunity to meet up with Zeep180 over in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, so stay tuned for that. But Zeep180 says, coming to see John and Frank and embark to Galaxy's Edge. Awesome, Zeep180, I cannot wait, I'm so excited. And so is old Frankie boy. I call my camera rig Frankenstein Mark 6, or Frank for short. Zeep180 says, I say hi, Mama Duck and Mary. Mama Duck says, oh boy, so glad we've tuned in today. Fun day ahead. I sure hope so, Mama Duck. John with Fun to Be Free is very excited. Oh, and Chris, welcome in, welcome back. Chris says, hey everybody, I'm all excited for Zeep180 to try this blue. Chris, your title was pretty close to the actual title that came out today. Well done, pat yourself on the back, Chris. You did a good job. Mary on the Move, welcome in, welcome back, says, best drink in the galaxy. Awesome, Mary on the Move. Mama Duck says, hi Ryan Wesley, you got the like for the bestest guy. That's what Mama Duck says. And if you're new to the channel, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring that notification bell as well. And of course, if you just joined us, as you come in, of course, remember to smash that like button on the way in. It's free to do so. But Jaylon back in the chat says, I love that. Awesome, Jaylon. And Bill Jr. Axe, Disney World fan says, hello everyone. Welcome in and welcome back. Bill Jr. Axe, Disney World fan. I bet Bill Jr. Axe, Disney World fan, changed his handle. Mama Duck says, we are in for a dandy day at Randy. Oh, Randy's here too? Awesome. I love it when Randy's in the chat. Always makes for a fun day. All right, we're now approaching center stage. Like I've said before, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway is just off in the distance here. But we should, check in with the breaking news, if you will. So let me take the bat phone back out of my pocket here and get all set up here. Give me just a moment. I'll be right with you. The breaking news. Website credit goes to DisneyTouristBlog.com. That's DisneyTouristBlog.com. Shout out to DisneyTouristBlog.com. Just in a few moments, the World Today animation, the graphic will come off the screen, and it will reveal today's headline. And here we go. It's green and blue milk. Awesome or awful? Isn't that good? Here we go again. Green and blue milk. Awesome or awful? You're now looking at, of course, the Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Here, let me make a quick adjustment to the camera rig. Hold on just a moment here. I need to ensure the batteries are charging, so it looks like we have juice flowing now. And while we're here, let me just check in with the chat one last time. Mama Duck says, welcome at Bill Jr. X Disney World fan. Chris says, yeah, I'm having so much fun naming all the live streams with each title. Awesome, Chris. Thank you for being here. Jalen says, hey, everyone. And Corey Louie, welcome in, welcome back. Corey Louie says, hello, John and friends. Less than 7 days until we arrive at Disney World. Awesome. Awesome, Corey Louie. It's so cool. I'm so excited for you and your family. But let's get back to the news. Green and blue milk, awesome or awful? Here we go. Green and blue milk are specialty drinks in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, at Hollywood Studios in Walt Disney World, and at Disneyland that come in both non-alcoholic and alcoholic varieties. In this post, we'll review this divisive drink, debate how it compares to Harry Potter's Butterbeer, dining plan info, and our recommended approach with the milk stand in Star Wars Land. By now, you've probably heard a lot about green and blue milk. Perhaps you've even tried one or both yourself. Everyone who has tried these drinks seem to have a very strong opinion, with many being quite negative. If you have yet to try green or blue milk, maybe you've already made your mind up to try or not to try. It's based upon others' feedback. Quite possibly, Tom Bricker, you may have, nailed something there. I went into my green and blue milk experience totally uninformed and with my opinion untainted by prior reviewers and any other feedback from friends. Basically, all I knew was that the Disney Parks blog has shared that they are fruit-flavored frozen drinks that are non-dairy and plant-based, made with coconut and rice milks. My first blue milk and green milk experience actually came at the grand opening party for Disneyland Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, when an endless supply of both were free on tap. I say this not to boast, but to disclose that my initial impressions were also unencumbered by the price. My goal for the evening was mostly to wander around by myself and take photos of the cool search lights set up for the event, but I also made frequent stops for Ronto Wraps and blue milk. My initial reaction, to borrow a dated reference, or is it now a classic line, from Frank the Tank, was, as soon as it hits your lips, it's so good. Oh, Tom Bricker, John Wet Fun to Be Free loves saying that as well. You're my boy, Blue. Awesome. Same wavelength, right? Simpatico, Tom Bricker. Over the course of the night, I drank the equivalent of 6 to 8 full-size cups of green and blue milk, which is more than anyone should have had of this sugary beverage, but I couldn't help myself. I absolutely loved it. There was something about both the consistency and creamy, fruity flavor that hit the spot for me. It wasn't until the end of the night when I met up with some friends that I realized not everyone is a fan. After I shared my opinion that the stuff is amazing, I learned that the consensus among literally everyone else in the group was that both varieties are disgusting. They all liken green and blue milk to a variety of disparate things that are all objectively nasty. In subsequent visits to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, post-opening with Sarah and friends, I found the feedback from green and blue milk taste tests to be decidedly mixed. My totally unscientific results are that about 50% of the people hate it, 20% are indifferent, and 30% love it. I have to admit that once I had to pay for blue milk myself, I was far less enamored with the stuff. In terms of value for money, there's no way to justify the $8 price tag. Mind you, I still really enjoy it, but $8 is a tough pill to swallow. At that price, it's one and done novelty for me. Next, green and blue milk versus Butterbeer, the ultimate showdown. In this battle royale between Disney and Universal, 2 theme parks drinks enter and only one will leave. Okay, not really. Just as we compared Star Wars Galaxy's Edge to Wizarding World of Harry Potter in our full review of Disney's New Land, we're doing the same here for fun, not because of a silly faux rivalry. Moreover, this is actually relevant because Disney has clearly been trying to come up with its own answer to Wizarding World of Harry Potter's Butterbeer for the better part of the last decade. Thus far, to no avail. First, there was Red's Apple Freeze in Cars Land, followed by LeFou's Brew in New Fantasyland. We've seen a number of other drinks come and go, with alcoholic Dole Whip being the only thing that has really stuck, and that's not exactly unique to Disney. Now there's green milk and blue milk. Much like Butterbeer had organic appeal thanks to its inclusion in the Harry Potter books. Many Star Wars fans have wanted to taste blue milk since seeing Luke Skywalker drink a glass in Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. I'm not sure the same fan demand exists for the green milk that Luke squeezed from a Thala Sirens in Star Wars, The Last Jedi. This is obviously a Disney fan site, but let's not kid ourselves here. Butterbeer is not just iconic, it's addictively good. It's a drink I actively crave and is a must-buy whenever we're at Universal. It's the stuff of legends, and nothing hits the spot quite like frozen Butterbeer, my personal favorite variety, on a hot and humid afternoon in Orlando. While I'm a fan of blue milk and find both its texture and creamy quality vaguely similar to frozen Butterbeer, I don't think the Star Wars Land drink measures up to any of the 3 varieties of Butterbeer. Moreover, the general park-going public as a whole is not going to be on board with the drinks of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge to nearly the same extent. Butterbeer is one of the greatest culinary concoctions in theme park history. If you don't like it, that's on you. As with all things subjective, it's hard to say you're wrong if you don't like Butterbeer, but this is basically the equivalent of disliking Citizen Kane, Catch-22, or Terminator 2. Good point, Tom Bricker. By contrast, blue milk and green milk are an acquired taste kind of drinks. Some people will love them, some people hate them, but I think we can all agree that they're not as universally beloved. Who knows? Maybe Disney will finally have its answer with some sort of Beetlejuice served at Ant-Man's microbrewery in Superhero Land. Moving on. We probably should have described the taste of these drinks before jumping into the review and comparison. The problem is that articulating the flavors of green and blue milk is a fool's errand. Officially, blue milk is flavored with dragon fruit, pineapple, lime, and watermelon. Green milk is a citrus drink featuring mandarin orange, passion fruit, grapefruit, and orange blossom. You'd be hard-pressed to discern the exact fruits by tasting the drinks, though. For me, the citrus flavors of green milk are apparent, and I could tell there's orange juice, or at least orange flavor, in there somewhere. On the other hand, blue milk is more like a fruit punch, the kind that you would have been red colored back in the day. However, the fruity flavor profiles of each are rather muted due to the coconut and rice milk. There's also what we'll call a floral essence to each. If you ask 10 different people to describe the flavor of these drinks, you'll get 10 different answers, making them somewhat of an exercise in futility. Nevertheless, I'd liken blue milk to a creamy frozen blue Hawaiian. In fact, there's a blue Hawaiian cream soda I really like that is similar in terms of flavor. The big difference here, this is not carbonated, and it has a thicker, creamy, but textured consistency. As for green milk, I'd liken that to an ecto cooler mixed with an uncarbonate coconut cream drink. Green milk would definitely be Slimer's drink of choice in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, and I likewise found it to work pretty well. With that said, I'm definitely less enthusiastic about green milk. We're now in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, so stay tuned for the blue and green milk stand coming to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, you know, soon, if you will, when we get there, that is. Just as trying to describe the taste of these Star Wars line milks is a fool's errand, trying to ascertain whether which to order based upon a review is fairly pointless. For what it's worth, Sarah liked the consistency of green and blue milk, but found the flavors of both to be too artificial for her. She really enjoyed a couple sips of each, but would not order them again, nor would she be able to finish a full cup of either one. Her reaction and thoughts on the drinks totally differed from mine. Again, 10 descriptions, 10 different answers. Because of this, what we would recommend is to start by sharing. Dropping $30 plus for 4 cups of this stuff is dangerous and potentially devastating proposition. No matter how large your party, order one of each. Perhaps both green milk and blue milk will be hits with everyone. Maybe you'll all only like one or the other, or maybe you'll hate both. No matter what the outcome, you could then determine whether it's worth dropping more money on, or if you're content with having tried it, gotten your photos for Instagram, and are ready to move on. Tom Bricker nailed it yet again. Gotten your photos for Instagram? Yeah. Another alternative, and this works especially well for those who don't drink, is to order the blue Bantha at Oga's Cantina, which is non-alcoholic blue milk. Read our full Oga's Cantina review for more on the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge bar and lounge. If I remember correctly, Zeep180 was talking about the Blue Bantha in the chat several weeks ago. The Blue Bantha presentation is superior to the milk stand version, and the smoother consistency is also arguably better. It's a bit more expensive, but there's also a delicious thick cookie atop the drink, making for even better Instagram photos too. After the initial hype of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge dies down, we wouldn't be surprised to see blue milk and green milk added to the Disney dining plan as snack credits. While these are expensive as far as DDP snacks go, or Disney dining plan, they're only priced this high because they're a novelty that would be a must-have for many guests. The actual cost of making them is probably lower than a cupcake or other less expensive snack. Guests using the Disney dining plan seem to like the most likely way Walt Disney World will sustain demand for blue and green milk once the novelty wears off. In other words, if you could wait a year to try it, don't be surprised if you see the green and blue milk added to the Disney dining plan as snack credits sometime in 2020. So this article is a little on the older side, but overall, we do not think it's worth trying both blue and milk and green milk. Maybe you'll end up loving it like I did. Maybe you won't. Given the very different nature of these drinks, it's tough to guess in advance how you'll react to them. At the very least, it's something to say you've tried and fun to test them and see what your reactions are to the alien flavors. It's sort of like Club Cool, but with an exorbitant price tag. Very well done, Tom Bricker. Okay, so again, today's headline, if you've just joined us, is green and blue milk. So again, green and blue milk. Awesome or awful? So Tom Bricker did an amazing job with this particular article here. This is from DisneyTouristBlog.com. Shout out again to DisneyTouristBlog.com. Again, technically this doesn't qualify for breaking news because it's on the older side, but it's very, very topical. It's very relevant for today's video topic. So, just around the corner is the actual blue and green milk stand here in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. And before we get there, what I'm thinking I should do is pull up the menu. So in other words, I'll navigate over to the My Disney Experience app, if you give me just a moment here.
Hey, John.
Oh, Zeep 180.
I'm here.
All right, let me take the graphic off the screen. Hold on.
I didn't want to interrupt the news.
That's all right.
The news.
Here, let me take the graphic off the screen. And we have the man, the myth, the legend himself, Zeep 180. Well, hello there. He's here.
Guys, good morning.
He's got his he's got his Star Wars Darth Vader shirt.
My Figment Magic Band.
Oh, even better. We need more Figment, more cowbell.
All my pins. Had some good trades today. Look at this pin that I found today.
Oh, that's even better. Look.
The Walt face. Have you ever seen that before,
I have not.
anybody?
I have not.
I love it.
Awesome. Nice to see you, Zeep.
Good to see you. Good, John. Good to see you. I know you get your hands full, but good to see you.
You as well. Give me just a moment.
No
Let me
problem.
disable the wireless feature. Yeah, let's head over to the blue milk stand.
Let's go sample. So I was listening to you read the news, and I heard it say that, I heard you read that they recommend trying a blue and a green.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We could, if you'd like to try the green, we can give you a separate straw and you can just poke it.
Absolutely. We'll do half and half. That's a great idea.
Yeah, I'll let you try some green because I've already had the blue milk personally.
Okay.
I can't remember if I had the green.
Oh, before we actually try it, or maybe when you're in line purchasing it, I could do the menu. I can pull up the menu.
Go ahead, do whatever you want.
Okay.
I'm gonna get a blue and a green. How's
Okay, that sounds
And then I'll
amazing.
find you in the mess, okay?
Okay, so if you've just joined us, we're at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge here at Disney's Hollywood Studios, and we have a special guest star today, Zeep 180. There he is, the man himself.
I'll be right back.
Okay, excellent, Zeep. So he's going to join the queue, as John with Fun to Be Free would say, here at the blue and green milk stand. Meanwhile, John with Fun to Be Free will re-enable the wireless feature on the Bat phone. Give me just a moment so I could actually send the phone screen over to your device at home. Give me a second. We're going to pull up the menu here. I'm going to navigate to the My Disney Experience app, and here we go. So that's the Walt Disney World quick service dining experience. And over to the right hand side in just a moment, you will see an animation on your screen. And that'll come off in just a moment. Let me attempt to find. One moment. Is this location listed here? Milk stand, there it is. There we go, we got it. Okay, so we're at the milk stand, Disney's Hollywood Studios, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. The snack offerings are offered from 9 o'clock a.m. to 10 p.m. Of course, it's a snack, type of cuisine American. Treat yourself with a cup of Batu's legendary blue or green milk, served frozen. Let's begin order. They also offer mobile order pickup with a now to 2:55 p.m. mock-up window, if you will. And here, the featured offering is the Bubo Wampa Family Farms Cup, $14.29 with a choice of blue milk or green milk. There you go with that. And then they have a limited time offering like the Kessel Run rations. It's a flaky pretzel croissant sprinkled with smoked sea salt and served with caramel chocolate sauce for $5.99. And then cargo, we got that. And then here's what we're here for, of course. Let's just jump into the blue milk. Blue milk, plant-based blended coconut and rice milk with alluring fruity characteristics, $9.29. Okay, almost done, Zeep. One moment.
No problem.
And we'll do one more. We'll show green milk. Green looks a little yellow to me.
Green's looking a little, well, I'll tell you what I observed, all right?
Okay. Plant-based blend of coconut and rice milk with zippy citrus and tropical characteristics. Green milk, $9.29. So Zeep is here with our offerings, our non-alcoholic specialty beverages. So let me take the graphic off the screen. Give me just a moment. And we are magically transported back to the blue and green milk stand here in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Let me disable the wireless feature on the Bat phone. I'll be right with you in just one moment. And I will point the camera at Zeep 180 because he's actually holding one of each. So everybody is in a real. Here we go.
They came right out of there, is what she said.
Yeah, right over
That's
there.
where
Yeah.
they were poured directly from.
Yeah.
So that's what we're drinking. It's a little
Okay.
musty, but all right, John. Where do you want to go to enjoy? I'll follow you.
How about some shaded area?
I'll follow
That's
you.
a little quiet. So why don't we head over here?
You got the blue milk with rum? Blue milk, that's right. There you go. You gotta get some. You gotta find out.
Stay tuned
Such a bad sip.
and find out. Okay, I'm gonna get behind you, Zeep.
Okay, where do you want to go?
Straight ahead. Let's go to the store, the shop, if you will. There's AC in there. It's shaded. It's a little on the quiet side. There'll probably be a show for a little background noise coming soon. We got a stormtrooper standing on guard. On guard. Hey, we even have a Jedi in the merchandise location. Fancy that, right? A Jedi? What do you know?
Maybe 3 families, so we would split it probably.
We'll come back to the chat in just a few moments here.
I think this register's closed.
Okay, that would be an excellent opportunity for us. And Zeep has 2 straws.
These are both for you. All right, so one for yours, and then you can stick one in mine before I start sucking.
Okay,
on it.
sounds
Try
good.
The green,
I'll
right?
try the green first then.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, here we go. So let me flip the camera from Zeep over to John with Fun to Be Free, and I'll show you what. Let me turn this way so because the sun. Okay, so here we go. Here's the green milk. It's looking a little on the, I don't know, yellow side, if you will. Don't drink yellow snow. Pro tip. But here we go. Yeah, it's exactly what Tom Bricker was describing.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
very like effervescence of like citrusy fruit flavors.
Great.
I can't quite detect what it is, but it's not bad. It's not bad. It's very hello. We're fine.
Citrusy.
Citrusy is the word I'm looking for. So.
Excellent. Hey, John, I'll toss it. Let me toss that out. I'm gonna go toss it out. All right, I'll be right
Okay.
back.
Yeah, we're making a mess here. John with Fun to Be Free is dripping all over the place. Zeep is going to toss the straw. Okay, so
Sometimes there are galaxies, messes even in a galaxy far away. Take care. All right.
shout out to the custodial cast members who make magic here at the Walt Disney World Resort.
And then I'm serving it up here for John.
Okay, so cheers, mate.
Cheers.
Thank you again.
Awesome, John. Great to meet you,
Okay.
Frank. Even better to meet you, Frank. And look at where are we right now? I can't even tell. We're not even on Earth right now. This is awesome. Cheers.
That too. Bright suns.
Awesome. Bright
Okay,
suns, John.
I'm going to flip the camera so maybe we can get both of us in here. Oh, okay.
Suns.
Okay, this is definitely different. This is more like coconutty.
Yeah, okay.
I taste more rice, more fruity.
Okay.
More fruity, like Hawaiian punch almost.
Okay.
Like just a hint, a tad, a skosh.
Now, John, you're gonna have to pick one. When you're going back up
Yeah.
to the bar, what are you ordering?
I'll take a blue milk.
All right.
I'll take a blue milk.
Okay, he loves a blue. His heart told him the truth from the get-go.
Yeah.
He knew it. His heart suited his taste buds in reality.
Uncle Owen and Aunt Baru suggest the blue milk from Tatooine.
Sonic would like the blue milk.
I think he would too.
Sonic would like the blue milk. And shout out to Mary, Mama Duck, and also Christopher Chavez too. Christopher Chavez was excited for the milk tasting, so shout out to you, Christopher Chavez.
Thank you to everybody joining us
Yep.
live right now.
Absolutely, thanks guys.
This is very special.
Oh yeah,
very
John,
cool.
what an awesome time, huh?
Yeah, thanks again.
Of course. This is what it's all about here. You know, I'll always be a chatter, but even better when I'm in the parks. I'll always treat John to something like this. We'll always try something new. We'll always do a review. We'll always have a good time.
I'm glad you suggested this because I would have never tried it otherwise.
It's one of my favorite things. Okay, it's not one of my favorite things in the parks to try. I love the novelty of it.
Okay, yeah, exactly.
Like we're role playing as like citizens of Galaxy
Yeah.
Edge right now, just having a drink. It's just like having a Coke for the everyday person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's fun, you know. So I wanted to ask you. My mother, she's out shopping. She gets motion sick on Chewbacca's. So would you
go.
like to ride that?
I would love to.
All right, cool.
Let's go do that.
Let's do it.
Let's slowly mosey
Yep.
on over.
At your pace.
Okay, so tune in, or stay tuned, I guess you would say, for Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run once we finish our cool and refreshing beverages
Yep.
with blue and green milk here on Batu. We'll head over to the Kessel Run in 12 parsecs.
Let's go. Let's do it. And we'll see if we can get some coaxium.
The coaxium, Chris.
I'm afraid that Frankie's going to run out of juice if we don't get coaxium. So we got to
That
keep
is
Frankie
true.
powered all
That's
day.
true. So let me flip the camera, and you can see we have showtime. It looks like they're getting ready for showtime here.
And they said it couldn't be done. This is the best audience I've seen all day. Give yourselves a round of applause. It's nice to see someone around here is a big disappointment like that. In the meantime, citizens of this outpost.
Okay, we're going to slowly turn around to our forward direction travel. And right up ahead now is Oga's Cantina. So Zeep, several weeks ago you were talking about the pro tip with the Bantha blue milk inside the Oga's Cantina.
It's so good. I love it because it comes with the cookie. You can't beat the cookie.
Is it a Wookiee cookie?
It's
no, it's not.
No, it's not a Wookiee cookie.
I don't. I just love saying Wookiee cookie.
Wookiee cookie's great. Yeah. And I think, hey, we got out of there just in time too, because Frank knows a lot about the rebellion. So they were going to find him in the crowd and interrogate him.
He is the rebel spy.
Yeah, he sees everything. Come on.
He literally has his one eye that he spies with.
Yeah, he sees everything. He sees and hears everything. So he has a lot of information. We got him out of there just in time.
So I wanted to give everybody an update with the blue milk. It's good. It's not bad at all. Would I purchase it for $9.29 every time? No, probably not. But it is cool and refreshing. It's not bad. But here's the better question. Blue milk or butterbeer? That's a better question. So let's let Zeep answer this real quick.
So, all right, I want to ask you, John, how have you had butterbeer served to you before? Has it been
both?
Okay, you've had hot. I like hot butterbeer. I was here in January.
Yeah.
And really enjoyed the hot steaming butterbeer. They finish it off with the foam top. It's awesome. So I really am a fan of the hot butterbeer. If I had to rank it, I'd probably do blue milk at the top.
Really?
Butterbeer second, and then green milk probably last. But you want to know what? They're all great. I'm really enjoying this.
Okay.
It's awesome.
Okay.
When else are you going to say that you're having a green milk, in the Star Wars universe, in front of the Millennium Falcon?
That's right.
You never have this happen, so. Should we do standby or single?
Let's just look real quick. The standby is 75 minutes. I'm thinking we should do single rider unless you really want to do pilot. Do you really want to do pilot?
Let's do single rider. We'll get through here faster.
Yeah, and then we can have more time to talk.
Of course. Yeah, let's do single rider. That's why I asked. Let's do it.
Here, we got to finish this first. So here's what we're dealing with. Here's the update. We're almost done. Chug. Frank the Tank's gonna chug.
You got a brain freeze, Frank. I'm gonna chug too much green milk, and I'm gonna be in my steamboat Willie sheets before. So Rise of the Resistance has been down almost all afternoon. My mother and I were here for rope drop. We walked on twice in a row today before the park opened.
Awesome. Okay, cool. Thank you, Zeep. All right, so in just a few moments, we're going to join the queue for the single rider option here at Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. Posted overhead is single rider, so let's join the queue. Here we go. If you're new to the channel, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring that notification bell as well.
Separated your rolls aside.
Thank you for making the magic.
Of course. Alright, sunscreen, you can use any of the emergency toys.
I don't know, isn't that milk? Holy smokes, I'm feeling a little weird now.
A little lightheaded?
I'm starting to see banthas.
You're starting to see panthers. That was good, Steve.
I'm starting to see banthas and tom-toms.
How cold is it in here?
It's noticeable.
I'd say it's club cool cold.
It's beautiful in here, though. It's much desired for us. I'm sure Frank likes it too.
Frank has enjoyed it, that's for certain.
Yeah.
We actually have a yellow flame.
So Frank needs it.
Yeah, Frank needs to cool down.
So I have a question. Today,
Yeah.
In the Rise of the Resistance queue,
Yeah.
I noticed that the transport ship that gets inducted, it was rotating. So you enter through this exit through the same door that you entered.
Correct.
It wasn't doing it. I don't recall a time where you were just walking straight through. I don't know. Maybe it was, for a different reason, but.
Not at all, considering the park is packed today.
The park is packed. Yes, the park is packed.
Okay, we should get caught up with the chat, so.
Yeah, go ahead. Go through it.
Okay. Momaduck says, Sonic, hi. Momaduck says, woohoo, excited for you, Corey Louie. And I'm making some camera adjustments here. Hold on just a second. A Bouncing Journey, welcome and welcome back. A Bouncing Journey says, can hear you. Is it can or can't? It shows C-A-N. Can hear you. Mom Duck says, welcome back at Le Mans Greg. Good to see you. Mary the Move says, happy Mother's Day weekend at Mom Duck and all the moms in the chat. Zeep180 says, I'm over at the gateway to Galaxy's Edge. You're walking towards. Well, thanks for the update, Zeep180. Yeah. Mama Duck says this. Mama says thank you at Mary on the Move and happy Mama's Day to all the mamas in the chat too. Mama Duck says hello at Manny and Candy. Manny and Candy says hello Mama Duck. Mama Duck says hi Jaylon. Manny and Candy says hello April. Jaylon says hi Mama Duck. Mama Duck says hi at Chris. Shadow Black Mustang, welcome in, welcome back, says blue cows coming to Animal Kingdom. Blue cows coming to Animal Kingdom. Shadow Black Mustang. I like it when you're here. Jaylon says exactly Shadow Black Mustang. Cows are in the farm. Shadow Black Mustang says hello Mama Duck and Jaylon. Jaylon says hi Shadow Black Mustang. Derek, welcome in, welcome back. Derek says good afternoon everyone. Well, hello there Derek. Shadow Black Mustang says Rise of Resistance is temporarily closed. Rock and Roller Coaster and Tower of Terror 70 minutes. That's probably why we have 75 here. Yeah. Chris says hi there Mama Duck. We're going to enjoy blue milk thanks to Zeep180. That's right.
Cheers.
Chris says we love you Zeep180. You're the best.
Thanks, Chris.
Mama Duck says welcome in. Good afternoon at Derek. Jaylon says hi Chris. Chris says hi there Jaylon. Mama Duck says we're sure excited at Obi-Wan Chris Nobi. This is awesome. Mary the Move says hello everyone. Don't forget to smash the like button on your way in. Watch John drink Snuggle. Oh, Mary the Move is saying or suggesting that John with Fun to Be Free just drank Snuggle fabric softener in liquid form. How do you feel about that, Z?
I don't know, John. Do you think Snuggle tastes coconutty?
No, not at all.
Refreshing?
No, it probably tastes like fabric softener.
It probably tastes off.
Yeah, yuck. Hello there. Nice to see you. We're live on YouTube right now. Jaylon says, welcome back. Shadow Black Mustang says, I want to try that Cantina restaurant in December. That Cantina, Shadow Black Mustang? He's probably talking about Oga's Cantina. Yeah, tell real quick, Shadow Black Mustang, how to secure reservations for Oga's.
After one of my Disney experiences. Or you can walk up and test your luck. Here's my thing though, when you go to Oga's Cantina see if you can request a seat at the bar. It's cool to sit with other people if you're super friendly, but sometimes you don't want to get to know everybody at the table. Sometimes you just want to sit down with your party and chill. Ask for a seat at the bar if that's the case. I've always been accommodated and it's always been pressure free. Sometimes it's a pressure situation. You don't have to deal with it if you don't want to. So that's a pro tip too.
Pro tip from Zeep180.
Yep.
Jaylon says hi, Mary in the Move. Oh, and Joe Asia. Joe Asia, welcome in, welcome back. Joe Asia says, hello, John and chat. Well, hello there. Sad day for us as we're leaving sunny state of Florida. It was amazing. Thank you, John, for making beautiful memories with us. We will be back. Well, thank you again, Joe Asia. It was nice meeting you and your partner, Owen. Thank you for the photograph that you sent with Rose, John with Fun Be Free, Frank, and of course yourself and Owen. But I'm so glad I've had the opportunity to get to know you guys, Joasia and Owen, and have a safe flight and a good trip. We'll see you when you get back in December. Chris says hi at Zeep180. Blackjack, welcome in, welcome back. Second day in a row, Blackjack. I love it that you're here. Blackjack says hi. Mary the Move says Zeep, good to see you.
Hey, Mary.
Jaylon says hi, Blackjack. I'm Jaylon. Joasia says, oh my God, Zeep180, we are so jealous now.
Joe, you guys look like you had such a good trip. Seriously, you guys said that you went to Kennedy Space Center, you guys went to Discovery Cove, you guys did everything. It sounded really fun.
That's so awesome. Florida Mark, welcome and welcome back. Florida Mark says, hello everyone. Florida Mark, I bet, has had his share of the blue and green milk. Mary the Move says, safe travels at Joe, Asia, and Owen. Joasia says, thank you.
Safe travels,
Yeah. Thank you, Mary on the Move. Joasia says, Blackjack, back in the chat. Where'd it go? We just jumped the chat. Hold on. Like jumping the shark like Fonzie on the Happy Days?
Jumping the shark like Ray? No. No.
How dare you?
Sorry, not on Millennium Falcon smuggler's run, sorry.
Blackjack says, if you didn't know, I did a talent show to honor Disney by doing technician work called the Haunted Mansion at Church. I think you shared that, Blackjack. Thank you.
Oh.
Yeah. Very interesting. Jaylon says, hi, Zeep180.
Hey, Jaylon.
Christopher Chavez, or Chris says, I love Zeep180, everybody. He's our special guest.
Thanks, Chris.
Florida Mark says, cheers, enjoy a citrus drink. Yeah, Florida Mark, you should have been here, dude. Where were you? Jalon says, yep, he is. Hold on, the chat just jumped again. Where are we in the chat? Hold on. Okay, here we go. We're going up the steps here. I feel like a one-man band juggling, or as Randy said yesterday, an entire orchestra.
Well, John has Frank and me on his hands. So he's got a lot to, and Chad. There's like I don't know, multiple people on his hands right now. So John's got a lot to do.
But we'll get back to the chat. Hold on a second. I'm trying to find our spot.
You have to do it with a touch too.
Exactly.
The touch has to be right.
Yeah. Jalen says, yep, he is special guest. Park Bros, welcome in, welcome back. Park Bros says, hey, everyone. Well, hello there, Lawrence. Nice to have you. We're about to embark on the Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. Stay tuned for that. Joasia says, cheers. Momdek says, you're awesome. Zeep180. Lamont Gray says, hi, Lawrence at Park Bros. Mary the Move says, welcome. Chris says, hey, everybody, did you hear? We're going to get the coaxium from Millennium Falcon. Park Bros says, hi, Lamont Gray. Chris says, with John for Fun to Be Free, and Zeep180. Mary the Move says, welcome in at Park Bros. Shadow Black chat jump. Oh, Zeep just saw it.
I saw the chat jump.
It just, where'd it go?
Well, that's what happens. Everybody's yapping in there. That's awesome. Keep it coming. Let's hear about it, guys.
Yeah, you're making me work
We
here.
love it.
Shadow Black Mustang says 80-minute wait at Smuggler's Run. Wow, exactly, Shadow Black Mustang.
Not gonna be us.
Yeah, we're a little spoiled here,
Yeah,
but
not gonna be us. We're doing great.
Lamont's Grace says hi at Mary in the Move. Momadek says hi at Joasia. Safe travels, and we all look forward to seeing you both again. Excuse us while we dry our eyes. We had a fun with you, both and John. Oh, Momadek. Mary in the Move says hi at Lamont's. Agreed, Zeep. Hot Butterbeer is so good.
Hot Butterbeer's awesome.
Bingo, bingo, bingo. Florida Mark says raining in Lakeland. Oh no, Florida Mark. That's literally down the street from us. Randy says, oh, thanks for the update, Florida Mark. Randy says, great afternoon, John, Frank, and Explorers. Welcome in or welcome back. It's always nice to have the great Randini here.
Randy.
Randy, you just got elevated to a magician status, the great Randini. You're gonna pull a rabbit out of your hat now, Randy. Mary the Move says, welcome in at Randy. Georgia says, oh, Mama Duck, you're so sweet. Thank you. We can't wait to be back already. Mama Duck says, welcome back to Florida Mark. Randy says, hey, Lamont, Zeep, Mama Duck. Mary, Florida Mark, Shadow, Christopher, Park, Jelon, Manny, Joasia. Joasia says, hi, Randy. Randy says, be safe, Joe, Asia, and Owen. Florida Mark says, hello, Mama Duck. Jelon says, hi, Randy. And T-Bone Sammy, I do believe, is a new subscriber to Fun to Be Free. Hello there, T-Bone Sammy. I'm John with Fun to Be Free. It's nice to meet you. We go live daily, 2 o'clock p.m. from the Walt Disney World Resort. But T-Bone Sammy says, hey, I was just there with my school. Awesome, T-Bone Sammy. We may have met you in person. Joasia says, we are watching with tears from airport. Oh, Joasia. Lamont's Grace says, hi, Randy. Randy says, welcome in. T-Bone Momadek says, welcome back. Oh, the chat just jumped again. Where are we in the chat? Momadek says, welcome back at Park Bros. Joasia says, thank you, Randy. Randy says, oh, Joasia, just leave and head back to the parks. Hi, guys. Hide in the castle. Nailed it, Randy. Shout out Black Mustang says, snuggle fabric softener. LOL. Momadek says, hi, Black Jack. Randy says, welcome back, Black Jack. Randy says, Zeep, you were living the dream. He sure is.
It's awesome here in this tunnel getting ready to board the Millennium Falcon.
It's so exciting. Joasia says, have a wonderful time. Zeep180. Momadek says, welcome at T-Bone Sammy. Ryan Wesley, welcome in, welcome back. Says, Zeep180 in the house. Joasia says, Randy, brilliant idea. Captain Mickey Mouse back in the chat. Welcome in, welcome back, Captain Mickey Mouse. Hollywood Studios, hooray for Hollywood Studios is what Captain Mickey Mouse says. Randy says, thank you, sir. Now make sure I don't disappear. Make like a tree and get out of here. In just a few moments, we will be grouped into a single ride. Okay, Zeep sail gone. Hello there. Oh, thank you, thank you. We may be in the same vehicle. Oops. Thank you for making the magic. Are you guys coming with us too?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need one person to sit next to me. If you want to sit, yes, sir. And then you two will be.
Okay.
Awesome. You guys can fly on in. Go ahead.
Fly on in. Steve E, welcome in, welcome back. Steve E says, hello all, nice to meet you. Zeep180. Steve E says that. Jaylon says, guys, T-Bone Sammy is a new subscriber. You're right, Jaylon. And Park Bro says there are so many reservations available today for Oga's, probably because Mama Melrose is packed for his last day. Oh, Zeep, did you hear that? Park Bros is saying there are so many reservations available today for Oga's, probably because Mama Melrose is packed for its last day. So indeed, May 10th today is the last day for, of course, Mama Melrose's. Mamrak says, haha, at Randy, it might work though. Just saying, Joasia. Just saying, Joasia. And if you've just joined us, we're broadcasting live from Disney's Hollywood Studios here in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. And we're actually in the Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. In just a few moments, we're going to join the rest of these excited guests here. And we will enter the cockpit in just a few moments after we are provided with instructions from this nice cast member here.
Down and up, up and down, got it? Gotta make sure you press the shift. Engineers, hopefully they don't break it. All you're doing is just round and round.
Oh, we're in for a real treat now. Hello there, thank you for making the magic. Welcome, we're gonna get the coaxium, Chris.
Very good. A few brand new crew members and a few returning for another mission. Excellent. You will be intercepting a first order train shipment of coaxium. Gunners, you clear the path. Pilots, line up behind the train. And engineers, you harpoon that precious cargo. All right, into the cockpit. I hope you are ready, my friends, but to be sure, I will be coming along with you.
This is a lot easier to drive a car.
Stay back up, seatbelts on.
For your safety, remain seated and supervise younglings. Por favor, permanezcan
Hello there.
sentados
Nice to see you. Thank you for making the magic.
niños. Gracias.
You don't worry about
All right, guys, on the floor, seatbelts on your body. When you're done with all that, you're gonna pull that yellow strap right there, friend. Pull that yellow strap, good job. Pull that yellow strap, good job. Keep pulling that yellow strap. Pull the yellow strap. Pull that yellow strap. Thank you. Press all of your flashing buttons. Good luck, have fun. Don't crash. I don't have to.
Flight engineer, prepare test. Hit your flashing button. You better be faster when we get to the other one. Right, pilot. Push the flashing button to take off.
Where's that button?
Pilot on the left. Move your stick to fly right and left. I was just about to say that. Pilot on the right. Pull back on the stick to fly out. And push forward to fly out. Weapons are online. Then pilot, hit the boosters. Now let's go get that coaxium. Right, pilot, make the jump to light speed. They've locked onto us. Take evasive action. There it is. After that train. Flight engineers, fire the harpoon. Excellent. Now, gunners, shoot the cargo free. Pilot, please. My friends, that could have been much worse.
No, it was worse. Oh, it's bad.
Okay, it's much worse.
Oh, it's worse.
Yes, you got one. Excellent, my friends. Now power up the ship. Well, I grab go taxi up. You see, just as I promised, my friend. Now that the resistance ads were ready, maybe a little something for Hondo. Pilots, line up behind the train so we can harpoon that last car. Get behind the train.
Yeah, pilots, get behind the train.
Pilots, into the center. Flight engineers, fire the harpoons and reel us in. Gunners, shoot the train. The cargo's ready to begin shooting.
Oh,
I think I will let you tell them what you need. Punch. Order. Things are getting too hot. We've got to get out of here. Anti-black fire the missiles at the train. Hurry. The Star Destroyer is collapsing. The pilot, hit the boosters. Boost.
boost!
We made it! I don't believe it, but we made it! Now, let's get out of here.
Oh no! Oh no!
Yes, Chewie will
Oh
pilot
no!
us in. Remember, you retrieved one container of coaxium. This will greatly help the resistance. You have heard the First Order and made Chewie proud. Now, after my modest profit, your god, minus what you owe me for damaging the Falcon, is... Oh, that is rough.
Tough shot.
Oh, wait, my friends. I'm afraid we have picked up a hitchhiker. Enfin, scan the exterior of the Falcon for life forms.
There's
You see,
wombats?
this happens sometimes when you travel through uncharted regions of the galaxy as much as I do. It is not unusual. All right, I am making an executive decision. Everybody out. Go on, get out.
Boy,
That was awesome. That's hilarious.
there you go. Hello there. Thanks again. Great
This thing
day.
is practically scrap metal.
We got lots of damage to the Falcon.
That was a good ride.
We got lots of damage though.
We had some junior pilots. I think they might have been on their maiden voyage.
All right, we're gonna navigate down the stairways, down through the exit here. Chris, we got at least one container of the coaxium.
Frank will make it another couple hours, guys.
Hello there.
Hello.
And if you've just joined us or if you're new to the channel, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring that notification bell as well. We're currently at the Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run in the exit. We just disembarked from the Smuggler's Run attraction inside Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. We're headed back outside to Batu, so stay tuned for that. We'll get back with the chat here. Where are we in the chat? Randy's asking, are you guys heading to the cantina? Play the cantina music now. Or, hey, Mr. DJ, put a record on. Randy says, welcome back, Stevie. Stevie says, hi, Randy, thanks. Chris says, okay, everybody, let's help John get the coaxium. We could do it, that's the spirit, Chris. Mary the Move says, oh, and happy Muppets 70th, everyone. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Muppets 70th anniversary. I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. What?
I'll follow you around.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll walk with you. I don't know what you want to do, but I'll tag along.
Well, it's a crowded park,
It is a
and it's
crowded
actually
park.
raining. You feel it?
I do, and I see. Yeah.
You can physically see the
Both-
rain.
both.
It's not that bad. It's not appearing on camera. But let's head to the marketplace. Maybe
Okay.
Mando's meeting and greeting in the
Yeah,
area.
that'd be nice to pull up on. I love that ride. And it's going to be even better when Ben and Grogu have some scenes.
I think it's going to be very similar to, if you will, the original Star Tours, of course, was a must-do.
Yep.
But then they did Star Tours 2, if you will, back in 2011. And I always forgot how good of a plus, that they plus the original Star Tours by turning in Star Tours 2. And I really feel that when they install the new sequences for Mando on the Falcon, I think it's going to be amazing.
And it'll give Engineer a better purpose.
Exactly.
Engineer's kind of late. I love this guy. He's always cooking my meal. He does such a good job every time.
Here, let me show everybody what you're talking about. No!
This guy's been here forever. He knows exactly how to make it.
Yeah. Jalon says, you got it, and everyone, did you know what the best part? Hollywood Studios, yay. Chris says, no, we lost the coaxium, everybody. Florida Mark says, cool ride. Jalon says, like, comment, ring that notification bell as well. Well, thank you, Jalon. I'll pop up the subscribe banner again, because Jalon's saying, like, comment, ring that notification bell as well. Yeah, that'd be great, thank you.
Grab one right here, okay?
Oh, yeah. So Zeep 180 is going to get us a complimentary, fun to be free cup of water. And it's quite rare when, of course, Ronto Roasters is actually open and we're over here. Well, thank you, Zeep. Success. We have success, Randy. Oh, yeah, cheers.
Complimentary cup of water.
That's right.
My first one. It's a rite of passage when you go into the parks with John and Frank. You have to have a complimentary cup of water with them.
Very nice. Okay, let's turn on our access. We'll head through the marketplace. Is there anything in the marketplace you want to see? They have a new wind-up toy, I heard.
Check it out. Let's check it out. I really just enjoy the ambiance.
Yeah, I agree. But
just sit on the corner and watch and just pretend that,
people watch?
Yeah.
My guess is it's probably over at the Toy Darien.
All right.
Let's see if we can locate it, though. Or it'll be like the Magic Kingdom when we go, hey, let's go find Romy. I mean, never mind.
I know, yeah.
How good was that?
Has anybody spotted them yet?
Oh, I haven't.
No, has anybody?
Not that I'm aware of, no. Okay, yeah, same thing. Nope, out of luck. They're probably in another stall. Okay, try another one.
What does it look like?
It's like a little droid wind-up figure. Okay.
The cast member will sometimes demo toys.
Yeah, exactly.
But they're doing the remote.
So I don't see it.
Alright guys, let's go. That's our ride.
She said that they might be down in Droid Depot.
Droid Depot.
The wine that, We'll go take a look down there. Thank you.
Excellent. Yeah, let's head there.
Thank you.
That actually surprises me. I thought for sure they'd be in the marketplace.
I know. I love the Droid Depot, though.
And this is so cool. Imagine being a kid walking in there.
I am a kid when I walk in there. It's awesome.
Until you see the price point and you go, next time.
I'll do this once.
Yeah, have you done it yet?
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
Okay.
I have a Droid at home. And then now the problem is every time I come, I want to buy a new personality chip. The temptation's always there.
Collect them all, huh?
It's fun. I chose a Empire personality for my droid.
What's your profile pic on your MDE?
Vader. Vader. How about you, John? I'm
trying to recall who was in the chat when they said, oh, we see your personality, John, on the MDE. It was Vader.
Okay.
It was Vader.
So maybe John and I have similar personalities then. Maybe John and I are planning to take over a galaxy near you.
Stevie says, I wonder if the Pope watched the Muppets during his childhood. I don't know, Stevie.
What a crazy thought. That's awesome. He grew up in Chicago. It's not that far off.
Sheila Loves Disney. Welcome in, welcome back. Sheila Loves Disney says, watching from work. Thank you. Welcome back, Sheila Loves Disney. I like what you hear. Jalon says, Zeep180, how are you?
Jalon, having a complimentary cup of water here. Look at this. It's a Galaxy's Edge themed complimentary cup of water. Different from the pattern that you used to see John and Frank drinking.
Momoduck says, welcome back at Sheila Loves Disney. Randy says, hyperspace? Oh, Randy, I see where you're going with this. I literally walked into it. Again, Randy, you got me. I didn't expect that at all, but here we go. Hyperspace? As a reminder, please smack, press, touch, hit, pound, tap, squish, squash, or even smoosh that like button on the way in. Thank you, Randy. Again, Randy says, hyperspace? As a reminder, please smack, press, touch, hit, pound, tap, squish, squash, or even smoosh that like button on the way in. Randy says, welcome back, Sheila. Florida Mark says, don't underestimate the power of Frankie. Awesome, Florida Mark. Thank you. Okay, so we're approaching the Droid Depot. We're attempting to locate the actual wind-up droid toy. My guess is it's in the far side now. But I'm still wondering, there's obviously a reason why they put merchandise in specific locations.
Oh, 100%. Your wallet's already open when you're walking through here.
Don't you love this piece?
Everything is so amazingly themed in here. The gift shop upstairs, what is it? Is it Black Spire Outpost upstairs?
Doc Ondars?
Yeah, Doc Ondars, that's right. Amazing. I love the theming of that store up there.
And the medic droid, yeah.
Beautiful.
So this is where we're thinking it'll be. Let's see now. Where are we looking here? Maybe over here. Maybe over here?
That's it.
The BDX droid. That's the BDX, but it's this guy over here. It's this guy. This is the new one, I think, right? Isn't that the new one? Right there? Not the R2, but the one below. That's the one, isn't it?
Clink.
Clink, yeah. Colonel Clink!
Clink. And then I wonder if he'll walk for us. He's a little bit tied up there, so
Oh, maybe not. Okay. Maybe a limited range of motion.
I wonder if there's one where he's a little less. Oh, this one doesn't look like these. Oh yeah, this guy will walk. Oh, listen to him too.
So satisfying. Remember the old Tomy toys?
I don't.
From the 80s? Okay. The wind-up toys. Oh, he's walking. Look.
I'm only 30.
Only 30. And he makes noise.
Oh yeah, he's awesome. That's awesome.
How much is this?
Let's
Clink?
see. Look on this other one here. This is $14.99.
Okay, so it's reasonable. Reasonable.
Not a bad souvenir, honestly.
No, not at all. That's better than a keychain, better than a shot glass.
Feels pretty good at
and it's
the end,
hefty.
too, huh?
Let me, yeah, I gotta. Let me.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, you're
Not
right.
bad quality.
Yeah, there's heft to it, even though it's plastic and it's weathered very well done.
I'd say that this is a worth it souvenir. And then, of course, the old R2. The old R2 and then the duck droid too, huh? Chopper and duck.
Yeah, Chopper here.
These are all pretty cool. And look at this too.
Yeah.
This guy costs even less.
$12.99, but not wind up, right?
Yeah.
Oh, he is wind up. Okay.
Check him out.
Uh-oh. BDX. Oh. But that's all he does.
Yeah, I guess he just circles. A little less cool than the other guy. I gotta.
They make noise though. And while we're here, yeah, there's the new BDXs. Hey, we did a video on that, so the BDX droids are going to be roaming around here soon.
Oh,
the autonomous droids.
This one's. I like.
Not bad.
On this guy the
yeah,
best.
not bad. The cadence is nice.
He can move. Super.
I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. Hey, real quick, here's C-3PO. I would love this thing until you look at the price point.
Yeah, where?
It's over there. It's back over there.
Okay.
But how cool is that?
Should we play a game of the prices, right?
Yeah, you could.
Okay.
I know the price. So how much do you think it is?
All right, my heart says I would pay like $70 for that. My mind says it probably is like 170 here.
Oh, okay. Well, just look at the price and you'll see.
Yeah, 100. I was off by a Benjamin. All right, I don't know. I want to guess. I can't remember the price on a $50 bill now, Chad. Hamilton.
So here we go. Here's the price point for the C-3PO head, $119.99. It's very cool, but is it worth $119.99?
Just get the clink.
Yeah, exactly.
Just get the clink.
Exactly.
I'm sorry. Get 8 clinks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give them to your family and friends.
Yeah. Get 8 different clinks. Let's see what's over here.
Okay. following you.
So some personality tips. There's actually a place over there where they'll let you, while you're building your droid, listen to each personality tip. Looks like they've added something, so that's pretty cool. I'll follow you out though,
Okay,
wherever you want to.
let's head outside.
Yeah, let's go.
Is it raining? Let's double check.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's raining.
A little bit.
I'm wondering where we should go.
I'll follow you though. I'm hanging out for probably, like another 20 or so minutes.
Oh,
I'm gonna
okay.
trot off.
Okay, well, I'm thinking what we should do. What other part of the park would you like to see or experience?
Let's we can walk on out to
Toy Story?
yeah, wherever. Yeah, Toy Story
Okay.
Land, of course.
Okay, one moment while I dispose of my complimentary, fun to be free cup of water.
Honestly, this is a great part of the parks to experience, is walking around with John and Frank and hanging out with the Chad. Yeah, what a good time, seriously. Really enjoy it.
I'm glad you're here, dude.
Yeah, hey, thanks, John. No, it's been great to meet you, man.
Let's get back to the chat. Jaylon says, wow, Zeep 180, cup of water are good. Mary on the Move says, speaking of 70th, I was at Disneyland last night, and the 70th celebration decor is coming along nicely.
wow.
Exciting. So, anybody new to the channel, Mary on the Move has a annual pass to the Disneyland Resort and the Walt Disney World Resort.
That's awesome.
And Mary on the Move is bi-coastal. Shadow Black Mustang says, when's the last time we had a Star Wars movie? Sadly, I missed a lot of them. It was not too far back, Shadow Black Mustang. Randy says a new one is coming out. Randy says $89.99, probably, for the C-3PO. Oh, and T6 back in the chat. T6.
T6.
We have Zeep 180 here.
Hey, T6.
T6 says, hey Zeep 180, that C3PO, sorry, I butchered that. That C3PO helmet looks sweet. It sure does.
Yeah,
it sure does. Randy says, welcome back T6. It's starting to rain a little harder here.
Is T6 still in town?
Yeah, I don't,
I remember that he was in town.
yeah, I'm trying to remember
You
his
need to get to a
schedule. My
refuge?
guess is T6 is home right now, right T6? Here, let me
take refuge with
double
Frank?
check. Let me double check.
Okay.
Randy says, welcome back, T6. Mama Duck says, hi at T6. Cool to meet you. Oh, and T6 says, hi, Randy. Sadly, at the airport now, waiting to leave Florida, sadly. Oh, T6, we just missed you. Yeah.
And Joe, Asia, and Owen.
Yeah. T6 says, hi, Mama Duck. Mary the Move says, hey, Shadow. They did release episode 3 for its 20th anniversary, but Starfighter is in the works. Randy says, T6, you can hide out at the castle with Owen and Joe Asia.
Yep.
Mama Duck says, oh no, T6, safe travels, but listen, Randy, the castle. Excuse me. John went fun to be free's voice is still a little hoarse, a little raspy. We got lightning in the area.
Yeah, we do. We do.
I'm debating on what we should do now.
I'm following you though, John. You make the best call.
Well, I don't know.
Okay.
Like, I'm not certain what we should do. I'm concerned about the main camera. I'm trying to shield it, but
I'm trying to think. I don't have anything.
I'll just use my hand for now. Oh, you hear the thunder?
Oh boy.
Shadow Blockbuster says, Mary the Move, thank you. Auntie B says, hello everyone. Always nice to have Auntie B back in the chat. Welcome in, welcome back, Auntie B. We're currently in Toy Story Land here at Disney's Hollywood Studios, and we have a Zeep 180 joining us, special guest star for today. So, I'd say if we have limited time together, we should go to like Sunset Boulevard maybe.
Yeah, let's head on up there. I think my mom's going to meet me outside of Toy Story Land right now.
Okay.
So we'll catch up with her and we could do a little stroll to wherever and say goodbye and, and move on.
I'm not quite certain what we're going to do with the weather. This weather is starting to roll in pretty, fierce right now.
And if you want to pull over somewhere and take refuge, I actually don't think that I've watched you before when we've had a downpour like this.
Yeah.
So I don't know what your protocol is.
I haven't even, it hasn't rained heavily yet.
Yeah, okay.
So we're into those, time frame.
So we have lightning in the area. I've put my hands into John's life. He is my safety plan. He is my wilderness leader right now. So we'll see. Will we survive?
Stay tuned and find out.
See, the old theme of Hollywood Studios used to be, it was, it's your movie, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're the star of the show. So
Hello there.
This is a survival movie.
Survivor Island.
We're facing the elements.
Yeah. Maybe at this point, maybe we should duck into, Walt Disney Presents.
Yeah, let's find it then.
It's right around the corner on the left. Because it's getting not good here.
We can accelerate the pace too.
Okay.
John LaFond to be free has long legs and is a part-time race walker.
Oh boy. So yeah.
If it even gets worse, you could pull over into one of these too.
No, pull over. It's a cardigan, but thanks for asking. Yeah, killer boots, man.
Well, always with the quotes, John. John always has quotes up his sleeve. Or sorry, up his boots.
I say a lot of the same ones because I really like the ones that I say.
The chat loves it too.
Okay, good.
Half the time the chat beats you to the punch. They know all your lines.
Yeah,
Like,
I'll have to start changing them up.
No,
you know.
Keep them, John. Stay
Maybe,
gold, Pony Boy.
Maybe we should just, or I should just stick to completely a single movie topic, meaning if we go to Star Wars, I should just do all like Star Trek or all Spaceballs.
You are saying that about
So we're rapidly approaching Walt Disney Presents because we have weather in the area, there's lightning in the area, and my camera rig that I call Frankenstein Mark 6 is literally a lightning rod.
Frank. Hello, where are you?
Okay, we're headed indoors, out of the elements. We got to keep Frankie boy dry. Hello there. And we got separated from Zeep 180, but he's right behind us. Don't fret, don't worry, he's here. Auntie B says, hey, looks like we need only 50 more likes to go to get to 100. Okay, Auntie B is suggesting we need to get to our goal of 100 likes. So John with Fun to Be Free is making an all call. Calling all explorers if you're new to the channel, if you've just joined us, if you're viewing us live right now, and if you haven't done so already, we're going to start with number 3. We're going to end with the number 1. Once we get to the number 1, I need everybody that's viewing us live and haven't done so already to smash the like button. So here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Smash that like button. Do it now. Let's go. Jaylon says Rock and Roller Coaster was born in July 29th, 1999. Thank you, Jaylon. I think you are correct. Steve E says, looking at radar, there's a chance the worst of it will be just southeast of you. Okay, Stevie, thanks for the update. That's good. Good sign. Randy says, since the chat jumped into the next zip code, it's halfway to MCO, ready to pass security at TSA. Randy.
MCO. Randy's got some good ones, huh?
Yeah, Randy, I gotta say that again. Since the chat jumped into the next zip code, it's halfway to MCO, ready to pass security at TSA. Randy, of course, referencing the Orlando International Airport. Momadak says, you're in good hands, Zeep 180.
That's Mickey-controlled Orlando. MCO, Mickey-controlled Orlando.
Yeah, good one. Randy says, are John and Frank drinking blue milk at Disney's Galaxy's Edge, or did they just lose a bet with the Bantha? And will Zeep finally pilot the Millennium Falcon? Awesome, Randy. Look at this. Look at this.
We crashed a bunch.
Yeah, Frankie boy just needs a car seat and could have done better than the junior pilots.
This is true. Yeah, Frank is a genius, by the way. Frank is a genius, so that's those are big shoes to fill. This castle. I love this museum in here. I love all the dioramas.
I agree.
I'm such a big fan of Walt.
I know.
Well, Walt is just, I don't know, if you could just somehow still capture the essence of him and his vision.
Well, I think the Walt Disney Imagineers just might.
Yeah.
Because, of course, there's the, the new show that's going into Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln at Disneyland.
Yeah.
Where they have the Walt Disney animatronic figure. That's going to open very soon and shortly.
That would be great. That will be great.
But again, Randy's saying, are John and Frank drinking blue milk at Galaxy's Edge? Or did they just lose a bet with the Bantha? And will Zeep finally pilot the Millennium Falcon? And Randy goes on to say, or pull a Chewie and just growl through hyperspace. Either way, the force is questionably strong with this crew. As a reminder, please smack, press, touch, hit, pound, tap, squish, squash, or even smash that like button on the way in.
We were not growling, we were grunting. It's because we were getting thrown around in the Millennium Falcon.
It was a rough ride, Randy.
Our sides are split, actually. It's not because we were laughing, it's because we were in pain.
Yeah. Let me do that again because it's so good, Randy. As it turns out, everybody in the chat and viewing us live, Randy's statement got split up. So I got to jump around a bit to find it. Randy says, are John and Frank drinking blue milk at Galaxy's Edge, or did they just lose a bet with the Bantha? And will Zeep finally pilot the Millennium Falcon? Or pull a Chewie and just growl through space? Either way, the force is questionably strong with this crew. As a reminder, please smack, press, touch, hit, pound, tap, squish, squash, or even smoosh that like button. All Randy, thank you.
We were not growling,
this is a bad area for us.
Oh, okay.
This is a bad area for us. So yeah, it's fine over here, I think.
Frank was struggling.
Oh yeah, that's still struggling. I don't know how it's bad. I don't know if it has to do with the weather, but it is worse. It's the worst it's ever been in here.
Inside the building,
Yeah,
probably.
yeah, yeah.
The deeper we go in.
Yeah. Maybe there's more people in here too. But I think we're back online now. We just experienced some weak reception or some poor cellular data. Oh, it's still going on. It's still going on. Hello there. Nice to see you. I'm John with Fun to Be Free. I have a QR code here. Thank you. Way to go, Zeep.
I'm an official Fun to Be Free ambassador. Honestly, ask me anything. No, I'm just kidding. Just ask me where the QR code is. That's all that I know. John has the tech specs and all the knowledge about Frank to get you in the know.
Okay. So, what do you want to do? You want to go find your mom?
Yeah, I'm gonna go find my mom. Actually, she said that she's up here taking
Okay.
refuge at the Disney Junior area.
Oh, let's go out there. Yeah.
It is raining a bit harder though, John. I'll say
Oh
that.
boy.
Do you want to?
Okay. That's a pretty good rain.
This is a bad rain.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if I have anything over there that I could give you.
Yeah, we need to just walk. Let's walk.
Okay, let's walk.
We're just walk. I'm shielding Frank as best as I can right now.
See me move, chat? Hold on.
You keep the pace and I'll keep up, I guess.
This is my Disney glide.
You hear? Yeah.
And John's holding a lightning rod.
Yeah.
Not in danger.
Literally.
We're not in danger at all. John came up with some safety plan and we're following it.
Yeah. So quick update. I'm not quite certain how bad the cellular data reception was on the interior of the building, but it looked pretty bad. Yeah. There's the overhang here, but I don't know if we could get to it.
I see one over there.
There's another one. There's the Brown Derby if you go straight too.
Okay.
So keep going straight. Literally, see, keep going straight on the other side of this ODV cart. There's an area indoors. See these double doors?
Yeah, let's do it.
That heads into the Brown Derby where the restrooms are, or Club 33 up there.
Okay.
That door should be unlocked too. And if this door, for whatever reason, is locked, the other doors on the other side of the wall will be unlocked. Bingo bango. Okay, we're in the Brown Derby now. The restrooms are just located over in this area. So we'll turn around here. Okay, so give. Yeah, sure. Just we'll give Zeep 180 one moment. Look, but there is the Club 33.
Hello, how are you?
Elevator button there. But let's jump back in with the chat. Let's check in with the chat again. So Randy, I don't know how much of the last statement went out over the air because, you know, we had cellular data interruptions. But Randy says, are John and Frank drinking the blue milk at Galaxy's Edge?
Back 1 second.
Yeah, no problem. Are John and Frank drinking blue milk at Galaxy's Edge? Or did they just lose a bet with the Bantha and will Zeep finally pilot the Millennium Falcon? Or pull a Chewie and just growl through hyperspace? Either way, the force is questionably strong with this crew. As a reminder, please smack, press, touch, hit, pound, tap, squish, wash, or even smoosh that like button on the way in. We're currently inside of the Hollywood Brown Derby. There's the check-in podium there. We'll turn around and we'll head back over in this direction, if you will. Jaylon says, thanks again, Randy. Troy McDonald, welcome and welcome back, says, hello from Maine. If you're 52 like, go Disney, happy Saturday. Thank you for being here, Troy. Alyssa Steinberg, welcome and welcome back, says, hi, Troy. Mamadex says, welcome back, Troy. Mamadex says, welcome at Alyssa. Randy says, welcome in, Alyssa. Randy says, just like when Deb arrives, was your experience on the Falcon? Randy. Okay, we're gonna check in with the weather. Still raining outside here. So we got Randy saying, welcome in, Alyssa Steinberg. Let's check this side. Still raining on this side too. Randy says, just like when Deb drives, was your experience on the Falcon, Randy? Randy says, we are in that dead zone. Exactly, Randy. We're out of it now. Randy says, now you're good, 15-15. Thank you, Randy. Thank you for the update. Mark L, Dreamfinder fan. Hello, Mark L, Dreamfinder fan. I do believe you're a new subscriber to Fun to Be Free. Hello there, Mark L, Dreamfinder fan. I'm John with Fun to Be Free. We go live daily, 2 p.m. from the Walt Disney World Resort. Mark L, Dreamfinder fan says, good afternoon from Ohio. Hello there. I'm John with Fun to Be Free.
Hi, John. Nice to meet you.
Are you okay to be on camera?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Nice to meet
This is
you.
my mom, Disney Deb.
Yeah, Disney Deb in the chat.
Deb, 71.
That's
Loves
right.
Disney. How many times have you been to Disney?
44.
Oh, yeah, but who's counting?
Who's counting?
Who's counting?
When you don't live in Florida, you count.
I guess so. Do you have any plans to move down here?
No.
Not at all. Too hot? Too humid?
It's a nice place to visit, but I probably would want to live here. I like the seasons.
Okay.
So,
Is that sunshine seasons over the land pavilion?
I like all the seasons.
Sunshine seasons at the land pavilion.
Yes. Yeah, I do love sunshine.
The food court.
I love the food court.
I love a parade.
Yeah.
I love a parade.
I mean, we love it. We keep coming.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, we love it. She got a henna tattoo. Show that to me.
I just noticed that, yeah.
We were in Africa yesterday,
Okay.
in Animal Kingdom, and she got a henna tattoo.
Very nice.
And then show the shirt too. You just got this shirt yesterday.
Oh, Captain Mickey Mouse is going to ask questions about this shirt. Where'd you get it? How much was it? What's the color? How many shirts did they have available?
We don't see it now.
No, we couldn't find this anywhere earlier. It's a Villains World Tour shirt, and then turn around.
This is really neat. It's like a,
Oh, Captain Mickey Mouse, you're in luck. Look at this.
Captain Mickey Mouse loves the merch.
what's it, like $34.99?
$34.99.
Okay, $34.99 because he can't wait for the villain show.
Oh yeah.
And the mermaid show.
I thought this was kind of a tie-in because it looks, like the villain show is centered around like it's kind of it's like their tour. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, it's kind of like a tour shirt.
That's awesome.
Neat about it.
Exactly. Yeah.
there are your pens. Well, John,
Yeah.
we're gonna head out, man.
Okay.
We're out of here. We're leaving the park.
Zeep 180, nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Disney Dev 71, nice to meet you as well.
What a
And
good time having the blue and green milk too, John. John and Frank. They love blue and green milk, and I love drinking it with them. Thank you guys so much.
it was a pleasure.
Catch up in September.
Yeah, September. We're here for a little while. We're here for a little while.
Oh, okay,
longer, John.
okay. You just never know where Zeep 180 will pop up next.
And I'm gonna next time I see John, I'm gonna jump scare him. No, I'm just kidding. I won't do that. Alien Encounter style jump scare.
With Sir and Skippy.
It's Skippy.
Maybe Skippy will return fried.
I know it. All right, see you, Chad. See you, John.
Okay, bye.
And
Take
Frank,
care.
hold on to one more thing.
Yeah.
John, thank you for making the magic.
Oh, thank you, Zeep.
See you guys.
Bye-bye. Okay, very special to meet them as well. We're gonna check in with the weather. Let's double check here. See what it's like outside. We're gonna have to make a judgment call. Still raining a bit. I mean, it's still, yeah, maybe I should pop up the weather. Let me catch up with the chat. I'll pop up the weather on the screen and we'll make a judgment call what's going on here. Okay, I'm slowly gonna turn around. I feel like I'm whipping the camera around wildly, or, Frank. Well, let's get back to the chat. Hold on a second, where are we in the chat? But Mark L, Dreamfinder fan, welcome in. Welcome to the channel. You've just found your new chat family here with Fun to Be Free. But Mark L, Dreamfinder fan says, good afternoon from Ohio. I hope it's dry where you are in Ohio, Mark L, Dreamfinder fan. Mama Duck says, with that comment at Randy, haha, just kidding. Oh, we're gonna go outside here. Randy says, welcome in, Mark L. Mama Duck says, welcome at Mark L, Dreamfinder fan. Randy says, it was as bad as Thursday when it went gray for a while. Okay, yeah, Randy, it looked bad. So for whatever reason, it was really bad inside Walt Disney Presents. Maybe it was all the people in there with all their cell phones, maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's the weather, I don't know. Randy says, is John holding a lightning rod or is he just trying to charge his phone the hard way? Randy. Here, I'm gonna pop up the subscribe button because I think I know where you're going with this. And wouldn't you just know it? Allow myself to introduce myself.
I gotta put I'm indecent. I gotta put my poncho on. Okay?
Decent. Just like Carousel of Progress?
Exactly.
Patricia, I'm indecent.
John knew the reference.
Yeah. Brought to you by Kevin Rafferty of Walt Disney Imagineering fame. Oh, the helmet, the popcorn bucket helmet.
You want some popcorn?
Oh, I'm fine, thank you. I'm fine, thank you. But thank you, though.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
See you guys.
Bye-bye. Okay, let's get back to Randy's chat. Randy's saying, is John holding a lightning rod or is he just trying to charge his phone the hard way? And take over and things are getting shocking fast. As a reminder, please smack, press, touch, hit, pound, tap, squish, squash, or even smoosh that like button on the way in. Oh, we got precision here. Oh no. I'm not quite certain what's going on, Randy. We're experiencing some weak reception. Give me one moment. I'm trying to rectify this. I suspicion what's going on is the bat phone is not checking in. But let me let me look at it. Let me adjust some technical settings on the setup here. And we're slowly going to turn and head down Sunset Boulevard. But I think we're back online now. It looks like we have, 2 data connections from the carriers, so we should be fine now. I made some adjustments, but let's get back on track. I'll repeat Randy's last comments. It's still raining. It's very light, so I'm out in the rain. But Randy's saying, is John holding a lightning rod or is he just trying to charge his phone the hard way? And will the cellular data finally take over and declare itself leader of the resistance? Randy says things are getting shocking fast. As a reminder, please smack, press, touch, hit, pound, tap, squish, squash, or even smoosh that like button on the way in. Thank you, Randy. Randy also says, welcome, Disney Deb. Mama Duck says, very nice to meet you at Disney Deb. Scary Mary TV, welcome in, welcome back. Says, hi, Disney Deb. Shadow Black Mustang says, Brown Debbie requires reservations. Go grab a bite to eat. Maybe the rain will be gone soon. I don't know if they have any available. It's a little on the crowded side here, Shadow Black Mustang. My guess is, what I saw in there, it looked like they were probably filled. But my guess is Mama Melrose, since the last day of operation, is probably just, every table is taken now. Randy says, welcome in, Scary. Scary Mary TV says, hi, Zeep180. Scary Mary TV says, oh, Randy, big hug to you and familia. Scary Mary TV says, hugs to all in the chat. Alyssa Steinberg says, hi at Scary Mary TV. Scary Mary TV says, Alyssa, hi. Benny Rodriguez, welcome in, welcome back. Says, hello, everybody. Randy says, you have a bad experience in Walt Disney Presents. Yes, that's right. That's an understatement, Randy. Auntie B says, looks like Frankie need an umbrella. That's right, Auntie B. Randy says, you're having a bad cellular or bitrate data transfer at 1526. Yeah, right back there before I got on Sunset Boulevard. Yeah, not looking good back there. Not certain what's going on, Randy. But again, I made some adjustments on the bat phone. The bat phone was not checking in. I refreshed it, and we're back online now. Randy says, looks good at 1527. Thank you, Randy, for the update. Mama says, Scary Mary TV, Neri, and Benny in the house. And it's still raining. It's getting a little harder. It's not coming across on camera as much, but the drops are getting a little bigger. They're intermittent between little and big. The Pocket 3 exposed. I'm actually trying to, hello there, nice to see you. I'm trying to shield the main camera that you're viewing on right now with my hand. We're headed towards the Hollywood Tower Hotel. I'm not quite certain what the wait time is. Earlier today, the Star Wars Rise of the Resistance was down. In other words, it was non-operational, and it created longer standby attraction queues at various other attractions, including the Hollywood Tower Hotel. So let's double check to see what the standby wait time is for Tower before we do anything, because you're exposed out in the courtyard for weather there. And I think I'm getting a little closer here. I think it says 35 minutes. Oh, we got some lightning in the area too. More lightning. Does it say 35 or 50? No, 55. Okay, so 55 minutes. That leads me to believe that the standby wait time, in other words, the line is somewhere on the exterior of the Tower of Terror. But we could double check that. But if it is, I don't want to stand out in the elements for, the hour. But of course, it won't be the full hour. We could just double check to see what it looks like on the up here. One moment. Oh yeah, it's there. Okay, we're gonna turn around. That's what I thought it would be. Outside here. Okay, we're gonna turn around here. We gotta go for shelter here. It's starting to get a little more. We got lightning in the area. I should really pull up the actual weather on the actual, video. But it's getting harder and harder here. I'm gonna have to go for shelter here. The raindrops that are falling on my head right now, they're getting heavier and thicker, more frequent again, like we were experiencing earlier when we ducked into Walt Disney Presents. I'm heading for some shelter here. Hold on. We'll head over to the Carthay Circle Theater, I think. I'm still shielding the camera, the main camera that you're viewing on right now.
We need to all do this thing.
Can you see the lightning in the area? Give me one moment. I'm adjusting some technical setups here on Frankenstein Mark 6. I have to get all my bearings. Hold on a second here. More lightning in the area. Let's get undercover here. Let's see what we're doing. Let's catch up with the chat. Okay, here we go. Randy says Tower Terror is 55 minutes. Thank you for that update, Randy. We won't be standing outside in the rain, as it turns out. Mama Duck says, okay, we kind of like Zeep 180. No, we really like Zeep 180 and Disney Deb. Fun time. Enjoy your magical Disney vacation. Oh, thank you, Mama Duck. Jaylon says, hi, Randy. Randy says, hey, Jaylon. And Sonic, welcome and welcome back. Sonic says, sorry that I am late. The Sonic Meister was needed elsewhere. I'll be kind and rewind if I missed the Blue Milk Challenge today. It's not all about Katie, but maybe Zeep can meet her if you guys too. Where'd it go, Sonic? I don't know. Oh, hold on. To Pizza Rizzo. So all you know now is to smoosh that like button, make the weather go away from John's area by pressing the subscribe button. Don't forget to leave a comment. Awesome, Sonic. Thank you. Look at Sonic. First chat of the day that he jumps in the chat with, and he knocks it out of the park. Look at that. Sorry that I'm late. The Sonic Meister was needed elsewhere. I'll be kind and rewind if I missed the Blue Milk Challenge today. It's not all about Katie, but maybe Zeep can meet her if you guys go to Pizza Rizzo. So all you know what to do. Smoosh that like button, make the weather go away from John's area by pressing the subscribe button, and don't forget to leave a comment. Thank you, Sonic. Well done. Jaylon says, hey, Randy. Randy says, everything 50 plus minutes. I got it, Randy. Thanks for the update. Randy says, hey, Jaylon. And John, last name Congiusti. Hello there, John, Congiusti. Welcome to the channel. I believe you are a new subscriber to Fun to Be Free. Hello there, John. My name is also John with Fun to Be Free. It's nice to meet you. Welcome to the channel. John says hello, and John with Fun to Be Free will say, well, hello there, John. Nice to see you. We go live daily 2 p.m. from the Walt Disney World Resort, John. We're currently on Sunset Boulevard here at Disney's Hollywood Studios. It's currently a rainy day, and of course today's video topic is essentially about blue and green milk. Welcome to the channel, John. Jillian says, yeah, Randy, I love your chat. Mary on the Move says, wait out the rain in Launch Bay? That might not be a bad suggestion, Mary on the Move. I should pop up the weather and see what we're dealing with. I keep saying that. We gotta pop it up on the screen. Let me grab the bat phone. Here, the bat phone is here. There we go. The bat phone, BA2 phone. We're live on YouTube right now. Nice to see you. I'm John with Fun to Be Free. That's my QR code there.
Okay.
Where are you from?
Florida.
Oh, you're locals. Yeah, okay. Do you have annual passes?
Yes.
Oh, welcome. Okay, like I said, I'm gonna pull up the bat phone. Oh, hello there. Nice to see you. I'm gonna pull up the weather on the bat phone. Give me just a second. I need to set it up though. It's a little chaotic in here. Give me a second. Getting all set up. Excuse me. I'm a little hoarse, a little raspy still. In just a moment, over to the right-hand side of the screen, the Walt Disney World weather animation will come off the screen and will reveal the current weather in the area. So what we're dealing with is we're located in Bay Lake at Walt Disney World. It's currently 87 degrees, and we got thunderstorms with a high of 88 degrees and a low of 71 degrees. You can see the lightning going on as well in the background. Rain forecasted for the next hour. So we have rain forecasted for the next hour, and of course, it's showing 70% chance at 4 o'clock. So that's not looking good for us here. My camera equipment is a little on the delicate side, so I'm debating on what we should do. Mary on the Move is suggesting we should head over to Launch Bay, but let me take the graphic off the screen and we'll be magically transported back here to Sunset Boulevard. You can see outside the window, outside the doorway, that it's still raining. Give me just a moment. I'm disabling the wireless feature on the bat phone. I feel all discombobulated, Sonic. I'm kind of undercover right now. I'm keeping my camera rig that I call Frankenstein Mark 6 underneath the awning right now. But we're outside, I'm underneath the awning, keeping Frankie Boy dry as I can right now. But let's catch up with the chat at the very least. And I'll slowly mosey, I think, over to Launch Bay possibly. But here we go. Let's head across the street and catch up with the chat. Randy says, Olaf Muppet Star Tours are the only ones under 20. Got it, Randy. Thank you for the update. Momback says, welcome at John. Mary the Move says, good suggestion, Randy, with Muppets too. That's a good idea. We just got to get back there. Randy says, thanks, Jaylon. I'm doing my best. Randy's doing more than his best. He's doing his bestest. Randy's the bestest in the chat, if you will. Randy says, welcome to the channel, John. Not you, OG John, the new John. Got it, Randy. Thank you. Sonic says, no problem. I always do love it here, but we really do need to make the weather go away in your area since water and technology is very, very no bueno. That's right, Sonic. Randy says, you sound a tad better today, though, senor. Well, thank you, Randy. I feel fine. I feel great. It's just, yeah, the voice. A little hoarse, a little raspy still. Getting more sleep, Randy. That, as I keep saying, that's the whole secret. That's the whole trick of the trade. Sleep more, work less. Randy says yeah, we got that. Okay, Sonic says you can horse around in the weather, but you can't weather the horse, or rather the pony. Got it, Sonic. Where's the LOL? I'm waiting for the LOL, Sonic. We have more lightning in the area, that's for certain. Okay, I'm shielding Frankenstein Mark 6 right now with my hand over the main camera. Okay, we're approaching center stage. It's still raining here at Disney's Hollywood Studios. We just checked the rain forecast. 70% chance up at 4 o'clock Eastern. Right now it's 3:38 Eastern. And I'm getting hit with large drops. Large water drops. Raindrops keep falling on my head.
You guys have your phone on there?
Sonic says, okay then, LOL. Yeah, there we go. Sonic, I need my classic LOL. Trademarked LOL from you. And we're now in Echo Lake. We're headed towards Grand Avenue. I'm thinking, on the way, we'll check out Star Tours. You never know. On the way over, we might be able to experience Star Tours. The adventures continue since it'll have a wait time under 20 minutes, Randy says. Hello there, we're live on YouTube right now. We got an unhappy camper. And if you've just joined us, we're broadcasting live from Disney's Hollywood Studios. We're currently in Echo Lake. We're rapidly approaching Star Tours. The adventures continue. We have some weather in the area. We have lightning going on. It's not raining much at this very moment, but it seems to be intermittent with large and small drops alternating. Sonic saying, when did the rain start this afternoon? Oh, before you came on, Sonic. Shortly before you came on. Like when we were in Galaxy's Edge, we went to Toy Story Land, into Walt Disney Presents, and then over to Sunset Boulevard. Now here we are. So you didn't miss much when the rain started. Not much, Sonic. Sonic says Echo Lake, Echo, 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 LOL. See? We got it, Sonic. I was expecting that. I'm looking at the show times for Indy. The next show time for Indy is 4:30, I think. So we're still, yeah, 50 minutes away from the next show time for Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular. Like I said, oh, can you hear the lightning? More lightning. It's just non-stop right now. Just directly ahead of us is the Backlot Express restaurant. It's a warehouse of good eating. I love that tagline. I'm sure you've heard me say that before. Let me make some technical adjustments to Frankenstein Mark 6. Hold on just a second here. Pow! I heard the AT-AT. Hey Randy, we're in luck. We have a standby entrance of 10 minutes on the red LED wait time for Star Tours. The adventures continue. So let's check in with Star Tours. CJL, welcome and welcome back, says, hi everyone. Well, hello there, CJL. You're in luck because we just are about to join the queue here at Star Tours. The adventures continue. John's back in the chat, says, it looks very wet on the floor. Yeah, it is raining, John. You got that right. Pow, and you can see the AT-AT overhead here, John.
Yeah, we can't even do it like
We got a little bit of congestion going on here as expected with the rain. Well, hello there. Nice to see you. We're live on YouTube right now. Thank you for making the magic.
Thank you.
Thanks again. Have a great day.
Just a little wet out there.
Yeah, it's a little wet, yeah. Okay. I'm actually shuffling items in my pockets. In other words, I was taking out Doc, the large battery, from my rear pocket and I put it in my right cargo short pocket. So I'm constantly adjusting items in my cargo short pockets. John says, pew pew. That's right, you nailed it, John. And Sonic says, yeah, does that not look good on the radar right now? So yeah, Sonic's saying we have a weather alert. Yeah, so I don't know what we're gonna do. Let's ride Star Tours and we'll probably head over to Muppets after this. We'll see. We'll see what happens with the rain here. You can see R2-D2 coming into view along with C-3PO.
Will the owner of the red and black Sarosub land speeder, vehicle ID THX1138, please return to your craft? Thank you.
that's music to my ears.
Destruction complete.
Sounds good to me.
You've just joined us. Today's video topic is Walt Disney World, Florida, Disney's Hollywood Studios, Star Wars Blue Milk, Best in Galaxy. So again, today's video topic is Walt Disney World, Florida. Oh, Randy, we're not looking good for the weak reception here. Walt Disney World, Florida, Disney's Hollywood Studios, Star Wars Blue Milk, Best in Galaxy?
You're an alien species. This is not the line you're on. No. Oh, really? All right.
gate letter A.
Hello there, just one, please.
Just one? I'm going to send you to gate letter A.
Hey, thank you so much. Thank you for making the magic. Well, so we got A as an alpha, the gate all the way down at the end. Momodex says, welcome back at CGL. And here's where we pick up our flight glasses.
All passengers, please prepare for immediate boarding.
Gate B's headed in to their star speeder now. Sonic says, yeah, John, I was partaking in a great service from 2 p.m. to 3:30, so this is why I'm not here. That's all right, Sonic. I understand. You got stuff to do. Thank you for being here now, though. Hello again.
Hello.
Just one, please. We're live on YouTube.
One?
Yeah.
You want 5 or 4?
5's fine,
Five?
so I don't disturb people.
Perfect.
Thank you for making the magic. All right, so we have 5, row 5.
Did you thank goodness I caught you? I just received word that the captain is having some sort of technical problem. And that's why my assistant island is that you were the Azkaban. Don't you tell me to hurry you overgrown lumber priest. I know exactly what time you depart.
Cruise and Theme Park Guide says, hey John, Randy, Sonic, CGL. Welcome and welcome back. Cruise and Theme Park Guide, always nice to have Sierra in the chat as well. Randy says, welcome back, Cruise. Sonic says, and I got all my Sonic Flush all around me with a great chat in here. And with you, John. Well, let's storm it out. Thank you, Sonic, for being here. Sonic says, hey, Cruise and Theme Park Guide.
Well, my is like a second language to me, but I can't fix the motivator idea.
Just make it quick. We're scheduled to depart in a few minutes.
Then there's no time to lose. Off with you. Go on, shoot. Tour droids. Ready.
And Sonic also says, and everyone else.
This is malfunctioning too.
John in chat says, I just looked at my Sky Tower weather app and it looks like rain at Disney Hollywood Studios is going to stop around 5 o'clock, but a big thunderstorm will be coming to around 8:55. Well, thank you for the update, John. And Randy, we just experienced another gray screen there, if you will. Not quite certain what's going on, Randy. I'm looking into it right now.
Attention to the following safety information. When the automatic doors have opened, please proceed directly across the ramp into the cabin. Continue to move all the way across your aisle, filling in the 3 vehicles.
Momodex says, welcome back, Cruise and Theme Park Guide. Great job in the dueling streams with John the other day. I concur, Momodex.
Use the yellow strap to pull the belt out from the right side of the seat and snap the belt into the buckle on your left. For your safety, remain seated throughout your flight with your restraints securely fastened. And please watch your children.
Para su seguridad, permanezcan sentados, con el cinturón de seguridad ajustado y cuiden a los pequeñitos.
Do not put on your flight glasses until instructed to do so by a crew member.
Mary in the Move says, thanks so much, John C., for the update. Sandy Patty, welcome and welcome back. Sandy Patty says, hello, John, and fun to be free. Well, hello there, Sandy Patty. We're currently at Star Tours. The adventures continue. For in just a few moments, we will, of course, embark on this world-class attraction here. Hello there. We're live on YouTube right now. Go ahead.
I'll let you know, alright?
All passengers, please prepare for immediate boarding.
Mamadek says, you're welcome at Cruise and Theme Park Guide.
Hey, my rows 2 through 5. Those rows on your right will be.
Star Tours passengers, this is flight control. Please stow all personal items in the compartment below your seat. Remain seated throughout the flight and supervise your children.
Alright, travelers, welcome to Star Tours. Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened for the entire flight. I guess right here, just make sure the camera isn't extended, okay?
Oh, that doesn't extend at all.
Perfect. Just make sure our bags are under the seat. Perfect, perfect. My row 1. Could I have everybody in row 1 pull on that yellow strap under the inside? Okay, have you pull on your yellow strap on the left side. Awesome job. Row 2, pull on that yellow strap, please. Okay. Row 3, pull on that yellow strap. Okay, can I see you pull, princess, right here? Perfect. Okay, excuse me, sir, can I see you pull? Perfect. Row 4, pull on the yellow strap. Can I see you pull over there, princess? Alright, perfect. And my row 5. Okay, thank you so much. This door on your left will be closing soon. Alright, travelers, it's time to put on those flight glasses. And thank you for flying Star Tours. This flight is sponsored by Wookie Cookies. They're chewy. Get it, Chewbacca?
Star Tours 1401, you are cleared for departure. Initiate takeoff sequence.
What? Takeoff sequence initiated. R2-D2, what's going on here? We are not ready for takeoff. The captain isn't on board yet. You're never gonna fly this thing. No, neither can you. We need a proper pilot. Attention, all transport hold for security.
Hold it right there, Captain.
I'm not actually the captain.
We're looking for this rebel spy. Have you seen them?
No one on this transport could possibly be a spy.
This is the speeder we're looking for. Blast them!
Wookiee planet. Your troopers, what are they doing here? R2, take the brakes!
With an urgent mission from the rebellion. With each day, the Empire grows more and more powerful. We need your help right now to fight back.
Right now? But we...
Head to the coordinates I'm transmitting to you. Together we can win this. I'm counting on you.
We're just tourists! How do I don't like the look of this? Yes, I believe this power very legendary spacemans. Might as well. So sweet. Oh, yeah.
Star Tours. It's 2 against 1 here. Go use some help.
Let's win it together, Ed.
Star Tours. Appreciate the help. Safe travels. Good to see you again, R2.
Disney 1401, welcome back.
Everybody landed shortly. I do hope you have enjoyed your flight.
That's what I feel.
On behalf of Star Tours, thank you for joining us.
You've got a lot of waiting now.
No more adventures, R2.
Please remain seated until the captain has opened the exit doors. You may then unlatch your safety restraints by pressing the release button on your left. Make sure you have all your personal belongings as you exit. Thank you for flying Star Tours.
Bye-bye. we have Orange Bird. If you're new to the channel, John with Fun to Be Free names all of his equipment. This battery you're looking at right now, this is an NPF battery. We named it along with the chat. So in other words, the entire chat family concluded that this is now Orange Bird. Orange Bird is now being placed on the battery plate that's attached to my camera rig that I call Frankenstein Mark 6. So that's right. Frankenstein Mark 6 is the camera rig that you're viewing on right now. We've just experienced Star Tours. The adventures continue. We're now exiting, if you will, into the gift shop, the post-show shop. Hello there. Thank you for making the magic. Down below is, of course, this interior or indoor merchandise location here. Well, let's get back to the chat. Let's catch up with the chat here. Oh, Sonic's back in the chat saying, we're in Star Wars, nothing but Star Wars. So I got to do that right. So Star Wars, nothing but Star Wars. Just like Bill Murray would say, right, Sonic from SNL, circa the 70s. Awesome, well done, Sonic, I love it. And John C. back in the chat says, have fun and may the Force be with you. Awesome, thank you, John. I'm glad you found your new home with Fun to Be Free, John C. Welcome to the channel again. Scoot Adventures, welcome and welcome back. Says, hello everybody, Michelle and I are in a rain delay over here at Universal Studios, Orlando. So it is definitely raining here in the Central Florida area. Mary the Move says the weather may be causing cellular interference and you're in Star Tours. Yeah, Mary the Move, I do not know what is going on with this weak reception, the cellular data interference here. I'm not quite certain what's going on. I'm still trying to check into it, all the technical issues here, Mary the Move. Mary the Move says, hey Scooter, Stanley Socks. Welcome and welcome back. Stanley Socks says, hi John. Well, hello there, Stanley Socks. Sonic says, Star Tours with Sonic the Hedgehog in outer space. LOL. Is that like pigs in space, Sonic? Sonic in space. Mama Duck says, Scooter in the house. Great job on your new video. I haven't seen it yet, Mama Duck. Mama Duck says, welcome back, Stanley Socks. Sonic says, Scooter. That's right. C&M Custom Signs, ND. Welcome and welcome back. C&M Custom Signs. Sonic says row 5 and I'm alive. So is that like Johnny 5, I'm alive from Short Circuit Sonic? Mama Duck says welcome back at C&M Custom Signs. Stanley Socks says hi Mama Duck, happy Saturday. Of course, Stanley Socks, we're here at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Today's video topic was all about the blue milk. In other words, the Star Wars blue milk. Is it the best in the galaxy? If you've just joined us, once this live stream concludes, once it's over, be kind and rewind. Oh, I like the Epcot Center very much. So, gentleman had an Epcot Center hat on. So be kind and rewind. We're not ending the live stream now. We're not ending it now, but once it does conclude, be kind, rewind, start the video over, and go check out Star Wars Blue Milk. Is it the best in the galaxy? Of course, we had a special guest star, Zeep 180, from the chat as well. So we got to meet Zeep 180, and Zeep 180, of course, and I shared a blue and green milk compliments of Zeep 180. So check that out by starting this video over once it concludes. Randy says, welcome back, Sandy. Mama Duck says, thank you. Happy Saturday to you as well. Stanley Socks says to every mom in chat, happy Mother's Day. Oh, Stanley Socks, so nice. Randy says, welcome in, Stanley Socks. Stanley Socks says, hi, Randy. Mary the Move says, as a reminder, all Padawans and Jedis, use the Force. Hold on, let me do this right, because I didn't know Mary the Move was going to do that, but here we go. Mary the Move says, as a reminder to all Padawans and Jedis, use the Force to smash that like button. You're our only hope. Hello there. I'm just coming in for a drink of water here. All right, so we're proceeding over here, Randy. Yes, agua, senor. John with Fun to Be Free is going to secure his complimentary Fun to Be Free cup of water, Waka Waka. So here we go. Stay hydrated, kids. We have success, Randy. But again, Mary the Move saying, as a reminder to all Padawans and Jedis, use the Force to smash that like button. You're our only hope. Very well done. Thank you, Mary the Move. Very well done. Randy says, will the weather ruin the Fun to Be Free stream? Or will the sun come out and shine bright like a chat box? Either way, rain or shine, the vibes are strong with this one. Thank you, Randy. That was really good. Oh, I got a chuckle out of that. Again, Randy's saying, will the weather ruin the fun to be free stream, or will the sun come out and shine bright like a chat box? Either way, rain or shine, the vibes are strong with this one. As a reminder, already it divided into 2 different chats. Hold on. So I popped up the subscribe banner. I'll do it again. Will the weather ruin the fun to be free stream, or will the sun come out and shine bright like a chat box? Either way, rain or shine, the vibes are strong with this one. As a reminder, please smack, press, touch, hit, pound, tap, squish, squash, or even smoosh that like button on the way in. Awesome, well done, Randy. It's even better that when I read them 2 together, I guess you just ran out of characters. John C. back in the chat says, I just love when she says that one line at the end of the ride. Yeah, bye-bye. Isn't it like a John C. It totally reminiscent of the Delta Airlines, like in-flight video that the same actress did. Total same inflection, if you will. In other words, that same actress didn't actually do it, but they did the inflection of, when Delta, of course, had that information. Sonic says, I have a question for you, John. Every attraction at Walt Disney World is always top-notch, right? I think Disney always wanted all the 4 parks to be top-notch for its guests. That's right, Sonic. You're right. What's your question, dude? Give me a second here. Thunder Flare, welcome in, welcome back. Thunder Flare says, I remember riding Star Tours for the first time in 1990. Loved it then, loved it still. Thanks for another great stream. Shout out to my sons, Corbin and Riker. All right, Thunder Flare with the shout out. So here we go again. Thunder Flare says, I remember riding Star Tours for the first time in 1990. Loved it then, loved it still. Thanks for another great stream. Shout out to my sons, Corbin and Riker. Corbin, K-O-R-B-E-N. And Riker, R-Y-K-E-R. So shout out to Corbin and Riker. Randy says, Scudas, how's Universal? Randy says, welcome in Thunderflare. Thunderflare says, thank you. Sonic says, Sonic in space. Yes, where's the echo, Sonic? Is there an echo in space? Daniel Garcia, welcome in, welcome back, says, today is National Train Day. I was not aware of that. Thank you for being here, Daniel Garcia. Randy says, welcome in, Daniel. Randy says, happy train day. Randy says, good, you're staying hydrated, John. Well, thank you, Randy. Daniel Garcia says, it's Mother's Day Eve. Nailed it, Daniel Garcia. Sonic says, cup of Waka Waka, LOL. Oops, I forgot the water and only got Fozzie Bear. Awesome. Randy says, we are all characters in here. That's right, Randy. Randy says, hey, Corbin and Riker. And we're in the, Grand Avenue, or Grand Park, if you will. Today is the last day of operation for Mama Melrose's Ristorante Italiano, I believe. The table service dining experience is literally just around the corner to the left here. It'll come into view in just a moment. So there you go, Mama Melrose's Ristorante Italiano, last day of operation, May 10th. Mama Duck says, thanks for choosing to be here with us today on National Train Day. Daniel Garcia, welcome. Is that like on The Simpsons, Ralph? I choose you. Sonic says, I guess my question was rather a statement there. I sometimes mix up question and statement. I don't know why. That's all right, Sonic. Okay, I am apprehensive to enter this area here because the last time we were in this area, we got a weak reception, Randy. But let's give it a shot anyways. I'm going to walk through and see what happens. But the last time we were over here, Randy said, not such great reception in the area, but that could have been because this streamer phone was heating up. It had a yellow or red flame. Today, right now, Randy, we're fine. We got a white flame on the streamer phone. I think we'll be fine, I hope at least. But I still can't quite figure out why we're getting the weak receptions with the gray screens, Randy, earlier. Still puzzled by that. Still working on it. Still stepping through the tech process, if you will. Alex J says, have fun to be free. Hi, John. We met you at Magic Kingdom on Wednesday and asked what your channel was. New subscribers and fans. Oh, Alex J. Of course, we're here at Disney's Hollywood Studios for the Blue Milk. In other words, we got the opportunity to meet with Zeep180, one of our chat members a member of our chat family. But Alex J, again, saying, have fun to be free. Hi, John. Well, hello there, Alex J. Says, we met you at Magic Kingdom on Wednesday and asked what your channel was. New subscribers and fans. Well, of course, Alex J, you just found your new chat family here with Fun to be Free. Welcome. Welcome to the channel. Momoduck says, welcome at Thunderflare. Sonic says, go there and get yourself a spaghetti or pizza. I'm not hungry, Sonic, but thank you for the suggestion. Sonic's gonna say, oh, go find Katie. Go find Katie. John with Fun to be Free is finishing his complimentary Fun to be Free cup of water. And I'm thinking we should head over to the Grand Arts Theater, now playing Muppet Vision 3D. But there's guests inquiring at the chain. So it looks like it's non-operational at the moment there. So you can see, look behind the cast members, the chain is up. So it looks like they're turning away guests at the moment. Mary on the Move. Mary on the Move says, welcome Alex J. Momoduck says, yes, choo choo choose, bingo. Randy says, haha, Momoduck, are you pretending you're Ralph Wiggum? Yeah, exactly. Momoduck says, haha, yes, Randy. Randy says, you got a little delay by the snowman, but it didn't go gray. Okay, thanks for the update, Randy. So now I know. So we didn't have the gray, a little bit of delay. Randy says, welcome in Alex J. Alex just says, I married the move, thank you. Sonic says, yeah, today it's all about the Sonic milk. LOL, Sonic milk, because it's blue milk, Sonic. John C says, on May the 4th, when me and my sister were at the park, we had dinner at Sci-Fi Theater and the food was delicious. Awesome, John C. Were you here the same day along with John with Fun to be Free and his camera rig that he calls Frankenstein Mark 6? Like just behind us, if you will, Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you. Momoduck says, welcome at Alex J. Alex J says, thank you at Randy. Alex J says, hey, Momoduck, thank you. Randy says, your chat has grown so much, we are getting duplicate names. We sure are, Randy. Alex J says, we're on vacation from the UK and the heat is hot. Yeah, and the humidity is something else, right, Alex J? All right. So I'm going to turn on my axis here. We're going to head towards Star Wars Galaxy's Edge again. I'm curious to see if Rise of the Resistance is operational. So I have no idea. I'm a little perplexed, Randy, why Muppet Vision 3D is closed. Could it possibly be lightning in the area? I don't know. Sonic says, yep, Sonic, because it's blue. Yeah, I thought so, Sonic. Sonic Blue. Sonic's referring to, since, Sonic the Hedgehog is blue, and the blue milk is blue, he's calling it Sonic Blue Milk. Jaylon says, hi, Alex J, welcome in. John C says, yes. Oh, you were, John C. So, yeah, John with Fun to be Free. Oh, look at the line. Look at the queue for Rise of the Resistance. That's a long line. Wow. I was caught off guard by that. But yeah, John C. John with Fun to be Free was here on May the 4th as well. We actually did a live streaming video of that. If you didn't have the opportunity, once this live stream concludes, once it's over, you could go check out, of course, the May the 4th Be With You live video, where we had the lightsaber light up, if you will. Sonic says, duplicate names? Oh, we're all duped. Sonic says, LOL. Randy says, Alex J, you have now joined the bestest YouTube channel on both sides of the pond. Thank you, Randy. Jayden Lon says, you're welcome, Alex J. Mary the Move says, Rise says 110 minutes. Oh, boy. Yeah. Okay, so Rise is back up. Earlier Rise of the Resistance was non-operational. It was broken down. So I guess it's, a lot of anxious guests wanting to experience Rise of the Resistance. So 110 minutes according to Mary on the Move. And Randy says 110 ROTR. And Alex J at Randy with a big thumbs up. So quick rain update. It's barely sprinkling. There's drops coming down, but it's very intermittent. But yeah, so Mary the Move and Randy are correct. 110 minutes for Rise of the Resistance, or ROTR. It has I'm going to call it a gigantic lightning lane return right now. Not looking good here. And so the single rider queue doesn't appear to be open, maybe? Because usually they have a cast member posted in this area. But we can, go around the horn, if you will. and just double check that. I'm curious to see how long the single rider line would be if it's actually open. But no, it's closed. The gate's closed. So they're not, it's currently non-operational for the single rider line right now. So we're turning around. We're still here in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Let me get back in the chat. Let me jump back to the chat. See where we are in the chat here. This chat's jumping all around. I gotta find my spot. Every time I pause and unpause the screen, it jumps big time. So here we go. Oh, we have a super chat. We just received a super chat in the amount of $10. A super chat in the amount of $10 from Windy Melly. Welcome in. Welcome back. Windy Melly. Windy Melly just sent a super chat for the amount of $10. Well, hello there. We're live on YouTube right now. Nice to see you.
We were in Epcot.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, right. I think you guys were like right in front of me, right?
Yeah, right in front.
From Brazil, right?
Yeah.
Ah!
That's right.
Nice to see you. Enjoy. We got a school group. But back to super chat, $10. Windy Melly. Windy Melly. Thank you for the super chat in the amount of $10. Windy Melly. Windy Melly says, "Hey Alex, thank you for the tour, dude." Thank you for the super chat, Windy Melly. Again, Windy Melly says, "Hey Alex, thank you for the tour, dude." Hello there, nice to see you. We're live on YouTube right now. Randy says, "Great job, Windy." Thanks again, Windy Melly. Sonic says, "Weather, weather, weather." I guess it's all about the weather. Mary the Moose says, "Thank you." And the chat's still rolling, still jumping. Where are we in the chat? Mary the Moose says, "Thank you." Randy says, "Thank you very much, Windy Melly." Jaylon says, "Thanks for the super chat, Windy Melly." And Sonic says, "Very nice, Windy. John will appreciate that." I do very much, Sonic. Thank you again, Windy Melly, for the super chat for $10. Jaylon says, "Thanks for the super chat, Windy Melly." Momadoc says, "That was very kind of you, Windy Melly." Windy Melly says, "Even though it's raining, the view still looks nice." Oh, very cool. Well, thank you, Windy Melly. Thank you for being here. Randy says, "Lowest under 40 are Meet the Stars and Edna Mode. Everything else is over 50. Okay. Windy Melly says, "Oh, Brazil, LOL." All right, I'm looking for a garbage receptacle. So we've completed our mission, our goal for hydration with this complimentary, fun to be free cup of water. Just one moment here. I need to dispose of this. I'll be right with you. I was hoping that we'd run into the Mandalorian and the baby Grogu in the area. But as it turns out, we're just out of luck. It could have something to do with the weather. I'm not quite certain. We're now in the marketplace here in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. I need to double check to make sure the batteries are charging. I think we're good to go here. Well, hello. We're live on YouTube right now. I'm John with Fun to Be Free. Nice to meet you.
I'm Chris, man.
Nice to meet you, Chris. Where are you from?
Yeah, I'm from Houston.
Oh, welcome.
Yeah, man. That's a dope setup. I like that.
Well, here. I have my QR code here.
Cool.
I'm John with Fun to Be Free. We go live every day, 2 o'clock from the Walt Disney World Resort.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man, let's go.
This is that's me right there.
Yeah, let me subscribe.
This is Frankenstein Mark 6. This is all custom.
Ooh, that's clean, man. That is clean.
Yeah, well, thank you so much.
Yeah, man. You enjoy the vlog, man. Let everybody know.
Yeah, thank you.
Man.
Enjoy.
Have a good one.
Randy says, "I guess Mando is allergic to the water." Yeah, or maybe it's Grogu, Randy. That's what would be my guess. Windy Melly says, "We are headed now." Where are we headed now? Windy Melly, as it turns out, we had a special guest star near the beginning of this video. Zeep180. Zeep180, of course, is a member of our chat family. Zeep180 and John with Fun to Be Free actually shared blue and green milk, and then we experienced the Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. So where are we headed now? We're just kind of moseying around. John with Fun to Be Free really wants to experience the Tower of Terror, but I'm a little concerned with the weather. It's raining right now. My only concern is I really don't want to stay outside too much. The main camera is getting wet right now, and it's very delicate. That's the only issue. And the raindrops are continuing on a heavier basis as I speak right now, talking about the rain, as it turns out. I'm not quite certain where we're going to end up, but again, Windy Melly, I really want to get over to the Tower of Terror today, but the queue is outside still, and the rain's starting to pick up here. I'm actually shielding the main camera with my hand right now. I really don't want this main camera wet. But let me get back to the chat here. Sonic says Zeep had other stuff to do, right? Yeah, he was with his mom, Sonic. Yep. John C says, hey John, go find a dry spot somewhere in Batu and drink some water or blue milk. Oh, John C, we already had some blue milk today with Zeep 180. So I actually had the blue and green milk. Once this live stream concludes, once it's over, be kind and rewind, start it over. Check it out. Windy Melly says, way to go, John. Well, thank you, Windy Melly. Thank you for being here. Chris Joseph, hold on, where'd the chat go? It just jumps, it's rolling. Chris Joseph, I do believe, is a new subscriber to Fun to Be Free. Well, hello there, Chris Joseph. Chris Joseph, I'm John with Fun to Be Free. It's nice to meet you. We go live daily, 2 o'clock from the Walt Disney World Resort. But Chris Joseph says, hey, I just seen the live setup in person. So cool. Oh, I think we just actually literally met Chris Joseph in person. Welcome, Chris Joseph. I'm glad you jumped into the chat and introduced yourself. You've just joined the most happy, fun chat family on YouTube. Welcome to the channel, Chris Joseph. Mary the Move says, yeah, Sonic, Zeep, and Mom left. Sonic says, so Sonic and Kermit milk. Exactly. This is where we procured it from, or at least Zeep 180 did. Zeep 180 said, here, my compliments to John and Frankie Boy on the blue and green milk from this location, the milk stand, Sonic. Sonic says, all right, Mary on the Move, thank you. Windy Melly says, play it by ear then. Yeah, today, right now, I'm kind of playing it by ear, Windy Melly. Yeah, I'm not quite certain what we're going to do because I was planning on going to see Muppet Vision 3D. It was closed. On our way, we had to Star Tours, trying to stay out of the rain. The rain's been intermittent since we had the blue and green milk today. So I'm not quite certain what the plan is right now. I feel all discombobulated today, Windy Melly. The rain really thrown me off. And then Randy, I feel also frantic because I'm trying to figure out what's going on with the actual weak receptions and those gray screens, Randy. I'm still working on it, Randy. Not certain still. Working through it. I made technical adjustments. The rain is getting more intense right now. A little more intense. I'm debating on what direction to go here. Maybe we'll go back through Toy Story Land though. But yeah, this rain's coming back. Rain, rain, go away. Come back another day. Mama Duck says, hi, nice to meet you at Chris Joseph. Welcome. Chris Joseph says, thanks, guys. Sonic says, welcome in, Chris Joseph. Windy Melly says, welcome, Chris. Mama Duck's mother load of channels. Thank you, Mama Duck. Hold on, the rain is really coming. It doesn't look like it, but the drops are large, and they're more frequent right now. So I'm going to walk a little faster here. Randy says, we're just moseying around Hollywood Studios, though let's be real. I'll always call it MGM, trying to stay out of the rain and into the magic, whether it's dodging raindrops or chasing churros. We're keeping it classic. As a reminder, please smack, press, touch, hit, pound, tap, squish, squash, or even smoosh that like button on the way in. Awesome. Randy again saying, we're just moseying around Hollywood Studios, though let's be real, I'll always call it MGM, trying to stay out of the rain and into the magic, whether it's dodging raindrops or chasing churros. We're keeping it classic. As a reminder, please smack, press, touch, hit, pound, tap, squish, squash, or even smoosh that like button on the way in. Thank you, Randy. Well done as always. Randy says, welcome in. Chris. Alex J back in the chat says, I can't see an option to become a paid channel member. Am I missing it? Oh, Alex J, at the moment, I don't have any paid channel membership options, but stay tuned for future updates. We're now in Toy Story Land here at Disney's Hollywood Studios, where the rain keeps coming down a little more intense as we push into the park here. Sonic says, I'll play it by the country and Fozzie Bears. LOL. What, Sonic? Randy says, it's free, Alex. You can join the chat and channel every day. Thank you, Randy. Shadow Black Mustang says, good time to head into the cantina for a complimentary drink or a Long Island iced tea. Shadow Black Mustang really wants me to get over to Olga's Cantina. Timothy, welcome in, welcome back, says, are you doing to meet Doc McStuffins at Echo Lake? I don't know. I haven't seen Doc McStuffins today. Timothy. Mama Doc says, it's free. It's fun to be free, Alex J. Timothy says, hi. Super Boomtown, welcome in, welcome back. Oh, Super Boomtown says, hello, friends. Yeah, Super Boomtown used to work here at Disney's Hollywood Studios when it was called, as you guessed it, from what Randy said, Disney's MGM Studios. Alex J says, hi, Randy and Mama Duck. Jaylon says, hi, Chris Joseph. Mama Duck says, welcome back at Timothy. And if you just joined us, sorry, that's the wrong one. The screen is wet. The phone streamer screen is wet, and every time I touch it now, my finger slides across the screen. Got the wrong item. Here we go. Let's get the right item, the correct one on the screen. If you just joined us, you're watching live streaming coverage from Disney's Hollywood Studios here at the Walt Disney World Resort. Let your adventure begin. Again, we're in Toy Story Land. It's raining. It's raining men. Hallelujah. It's raining men. Mama Duck says, welcome back at Super Boomtown. John C says, okay, John, it's been nice talking to you on your YouTube channel. And also, it was nice meeting you on Star Wars Day. And I hope to see you again real soon. Okay, John. Well, we'll see you back here. Thank you for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your day on this awesome Saturday. Sonic says, and for me, it's fun to be Sonic Freak, if you insist, Sonic. And the rain keeps coming down here. I'd say we'll head over to Walt Disney Presents, but no, that's not going to happen because we went in there last time and we got weak reception signals.
I promise you.
Super Boomtown says, do you care for the blue beverage or the green one at Galaxy's Edge? Do you like it plain or enhanced with Romulan ale? Ha, ha, ha. Super Boomtown. Yeah, how should I answer this? Should I say, of course, once this live stream is over, once it's completed, be kind and rewind, start it over, because I go over all the review of it, if you will. So, Super Boomtown, if you're very interested in that, I'd recommend starting the video over. We go over all the breaking news in regards to blue and green milk. And then, of course, Zeep180 joins us, and we talk all about it. So all those questions and more answered towards the beginning of this live streaming video, Super Boomtown. Randy says, John, you need to find a dry spot, maybe merch search. Awesome, that'd be an awesome idea. Super Boomtown says, hi, Mama Duck. And Super Chat, I just received another Super Chat from Steve E. Steve E just sent a Super Chat in the amount of $19.99. Oh, well, thank you so much, Steve E. So again, Super Chat in the amount of $19.99 from Steve E. Steve E, S-T-E-V-E, and the E at the end is large or caps. So Steve and a big capital E. Steve E sent a Super Chat in the amount of $19.99, but Steve E says to help you buy a poncho. Well, thank you, Steve E. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you, Stevie. Sonic says, nice. Wendy Melly says, woo-hoo, Steve. So Wendy Melly sends a Super Chat, and then Wendy Melly thanks Steve E for sending Super Chat. I love it. This chat family is so awesome. You guys are on fire. Wendy Melly again says, woo-hoo, Steve. Mama Duck says, awesome at Steve E. Randy says, great, Steve E. And let's head, maybe, I'm hoping, to Launch Bay. I don't know. We got to get out of the rain. The main camera, the DJI Pocket 3 is starting to get wet. The raindrops are coming in faster. Randy's saying go do merch search. Yeah, I'm thinking he's right. Well, I don't think we're gonna make it over to Launch Bay. The raindrops keep coming here faster, furious. Let's head to Hollywood Boulevard for a merch search. Good suggestion, Randy. Boy, oh boy, it's starting to come down. I got to get over to Keystone Clothiers here as soon as I can. Stat. I'm covering the camera with my hand as best as I can to keep the main camera dry here. This rain is not good for the camera. The camera is very delicate. Super Boomtown says, thanks, John. I came in too late on this rainy day. I will rewind. I like the blue beverage. Super Boomtown, I concur with you. Just long story short, yeah, I concur. Florida Mark says best way to get through a rainy day is a cold glass of Beverly. Oh, Florida Mark. I didn't see that one coming. I did not see that one coming, Florida Mark. You came out of left field with that. John would fun to be free would say no thank you again, Florida Mark. Jalen says bravo, Stevie. Thank you again, Stevie, for the super chat. Super Boomtown says I used to also work at American Idol there at the studios. I can't sing. Yeah, Super Boomtown. Like I recall American Idol here at, you know, Disney's MGM Studios. Stevie says radar ain't looking good. Okay, Stevie, thanks for the update. Jalon says, good job, Stevie. You buy $19.99. We're gonna head into, of course, the Keystone Clothiers here. We're gonna duck out of the rain. I love the background music though. Do 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 do. Merch search, Randy. Here we go. You got it. And we're dry. So you're now looking at the Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back 45th Anniversary Edition. Down here and below, well, you can open this, and it will reveal the Princess Leia and R2-D2 action figures. They also have the Yoda. Randy, Yoda man. Yoda man, Randy. Of course, they have this mug as well, along with the... We saw this before, Sonic, just the other day we were here. The Wampa plush. There's even more Yoda. It says, try me. And he moves and talks. He's animated. And on the back of this jacket here has the opening crawl. There's a sweatshirt here. The Star Wars saga continues, Randy. They have magic bands for the Empire Strikes Back 45th anniversary as well. And here's the jacket and the sweater that we just saw.
It's $60.
I'm sure I said this before, but The Empire Strikes Back is my favorite Star Wars film of all time. And then people will say, well, what about Episode 4? And I'll say, I think it has to do with your childhood, you know, when you grew up, what was the first item you saw. And there's ear headbands themed to Empire Strikes Back. There's even the t-shirt here with the concept art from Ralph McQuarrie. There's an Imperial Walker and AT-AT Sonic. And behind us are some hats as well. Let me get a better shot here. The Empire Strikes Back 45th anniversary. And then over in this direction are more apparel items. This time it's more Hawaiian themed, if you will. We got some Hawaiian Mickey themed shirts, Randy. We even have Monsters Inc. And even Boba Fett. Look at a Boba Fett jersey. Oh, this is neat for all your MLB fans, if you will, with the original logo jersey. Very neat. Oh, look at this. Yeah. Another MLB inspired jersey as well. We're slowly going to pan or turn the camera to the left here. There's even a shirt here. It has X-Wings on it. They're a little harder to see, but they're there. Obviously, it's a little more crowded in the Keystone Clothiers at the moment, simply because, you know, it's raining out there. Let's get back to the chat, though. Jalen back of the chat says, good job, Stevie. You buy, excuse me, one moment. You buy $19.99. Super Boomtown says, Beverly has an odd taste, but I like it. Do you really, Super Boomtown? You and Scooter Adventures in the chat likes it. Welcome in, welcome back. Jeffrey Giordano says, Back to the Future Part 2. The manure. I remember that, Jeffrey. Randy says, John, you were getting me nervous there as I saw the raindrops coming down. Yeah, they're starting to get pretty large, Randy. We'll go check out and get another update on the raindrops here in a moment. Sonic says, womp, 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 plush toys. You said that last time, Sonic. What? Randy says, welcome back, Jeffrey. Super Boomtown says, cool Star Wars merch, fun. Yeah, I like it a lot. I like it a lot, Randy. Super Boomtown, you've heard me say, because, you know, I like The Empire Strikes Back, my favorite. So, yeah, I'm totally into it. I love it. In fact, I don't think I actually mentioned it, but hold on, the jacket here, this jacket with Darth Vader and the Emperor and the TIE Fighters, that's pretty neat. I like that. Oh, Randy, I wanted to say yesterday, remember you were talking about how Frankenstein Mark 6, of course I call my camera rig Frankenstein Mark 6, you said it's taller. You're right. So let me try to show you, Randy. Down here, it is taller. So it's a little hard to see, but it's on a rail. This system is the Falcom F-A-L-C-A-M F-22 system. So they're quick releases. There's a rail here, a rail system. So I could actually vary this particular knuckle, as I call it. When I say vary it, I could slide it back towards the streamer phone or away from the streamer phone. So it locks in with a quick release mechanism. And the reason for that is if you look carefully, the fan is attached. I haven't actually used the fan today because I looked at the forecast and it said 89. I thought, well, I better take the fan today because we're going to be outside. But I haven't plugged it in a single time yet, Randy. But yes, you're right. The rig is taller. It's actually taller, Randy. You can see the cables over here that I call Squidward, along with Orange Bird. This is the battery. These are the two different cameras. This camera is an Action 4. The camera you're viewing on right now is the Pocket 3. And then the streamer phone of the iPhone 16 Pro Max is behind it. Obviously a handle down here. Little tripod, little handle if you will, on a quick release. It's spring loaded. But there you go, Randy. Let's get back to the chat. Randy says, I can see you with that magic band. Oh, really, Randy? Momodak says, welcome back at Jeffrey Giordano. Randy says, I have to say New Hope, but the first trilogy is best of the best. Yeah, Randy, as you know, I always say, generally speaking, the first or original movie is the best. And going back in the chat here just a moment, we're going back. Jeffrey Giordano says, Back to the Future Part 2. Because I think that's probably his favorite one, is my guess. But no, generally I'd say it's the first one in the series of any intellectual property or of any franchise. But of course, there are exceptions for me, like Empire Strikes Back. That's a good exception. But I do enjoy Episode 4. Don't get me wrong, Randy. I do enjoy it very much. But again, it's just I grew up with it. It was like, that was the first movie that I watched over and over and over and over again on VHS, the Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back. But again, Randy's saying I have to say New Hope, but the first trilogy is the best of the best. I like the trilogy. Yeah, the first trilogy a lot, Randy. Very much so. Shadow Black Mustang says Empire Strikes Back, 100% nailed it. Shadow Black Mustang. Super Boomtown said, as a kid, I was furious that Darth Vader got away at the end of Episode 4. I couldn't believe it. Who knew then there would be additional movies? Super Boomtown, of course, obviously, when the money started flowing in, there'd be a lot more movies. So maybe that was, the whole reason, if you will. But yeah, exactly. I understand exactly what you're saying, Super Boomtown. Thank you for being here. I love it that when you're in the chat, Super Boomtown. You're fun. Randy says, any Roosevelt at MGM? Yeah, I was looking for that, Randy. I'm not quite certain if they're here. I don't know where they'd be if they're here. We could go double check over here where we were over here. Let me walk over here. Too many here's over there, over here. But there are button-down shirts here. I could double check to see if this one's a Roosevelt. But I'm thinking these are Disney Parks branded shirts. Let me just double check here. Yeah, it's Disney Parks for that one. And I'm thinking these are Tommy Bahamas with the Mickeys on them. Yeah, that looks like a Tommy Bahama. These are the Tommy Bahama lines down here, Randy.
Thank you, Donna.
Let me look for Roosevelts. My head's on a swivel here, Randy. I'm not certain where they would be. Anybody in the chat know more if the Roosevelts are actually here at Disney's Hollywood Studios and where they would be located? Jeffrey Giordano says, your familiar smile will help a troubled family member. Oh, well, thank you, Jeffrey Giordano. Sonic says, Stitch at Hollywood Studios? Yeah. Hey, since the Lilo and Stitch movie will be in theaters in about 2 weeks from now. Yeah, we saw Stitch here previously before the Empire Strikes Back merchandise, Sonic. Randy says, and Potato Land like the Beverly. Yuck. Exactly, Randy. Randy says again, and Potato Land like the Beverly. Yuck. Oh, and I just received another super chat in the amount of 15 pounds. Another super chat in the amount of 15 pounds from Alex J. Oh, Alex J. Well, thank you so much for the super chat in the amount of 15 pounds. But Alex J. says, thank you for the awesome streams. Glad to be a member. Oh, well, thank you, Alex J. Thank you so much. Thank you again, Alex J, for the super chat in the amount of 15 pounds. Alex J again says, thank you for the awesome streams. Glad to be a member. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat family, Alex J. I'm so glad you found your new home here on Fun to Be Free. Sonic says, womp, womp, womp. Repeating, womp, womp, womp. Repeating, stop that, Sonic. That's right. Yeah, exactly. Feels very Simpsons to me. Randy says, you are awesome, Alex J. Momodak says, that's so sweet of Alex J. Jaylon says, wow, Alex J, good job. Alex J says, my pleasure and happy to support. Thank you again, Alex J, for your super chat in the amount of 15 pounds. Sonic says, wow, Alex J, good job. Randy says, I knew I wasn't going crazy, but I'm still, that's a different story. Attention to detail. Oh, real quick, Randy, still raining, and I just heard lightning in the area and thunder. Well, I should say I heard thunder. And no, it's not the Indiana Jones Epic Sun Spectacular. But again, Randy says, I knew I wasn't going crazy. but that's a different story. Attention to detail. Mary the Moose says thank you. Zeep180. Oh, Zeep180 back in the chat says the super chats are flying. Cheers, everyone. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Again, shout out to Zeep180 for the blue and green milk today. I had a blast meeting with Zeep180 and his mother as well. Disney Deb 71 in the chat as well. Jeffrey Giordano says Dodgers win. Did they? Sonic says hi Zeep. Sonic says sorry I missed you before. Sonic says I was busy with other stuff. That's fine, Sonic. It's okay. Zeep180 says it was amazing to taste the blue and green milk with John and Frank earlier today. John loved hanging out with you. Thanks for taking the time. Zeep180, it was a pleasure. Thank you again for the blue and green milk. And it was a pleasure meeting Zeep180 and your mother Disney Deb 71 as well, Zeep180. Zeep180 says, hey Sonic, be kind and rewind after the stream. You didn't miss a thing. Timothy says, no. Mary in the Move says, thank you for hanging out with us, Zeep180. Sonic says, I will be kind and rewind later on. Timothy says, bye. Well, take care, Timothy. Randy says, I saw episode 4 in my teeny little lad. I remember watching that and Superman, like I said, I'm antique. Randy, we're in the same ballpark probably. You said you're a little older than I am. But we're in the same ballpark, I'm sure. But again, Randy's saying, I saw episode 4 in my tiny little lad. I remember watching that and Superman, like I said, I'm antique. Randy says, never buy. It's always, see you later, Timothy. See you later, Timothy. Nailed it, Randy. Yeah. I think I got to adopt that, Randy. Zeep180 says, love it, Ad Mary. Did you hear my shout out? Super Boomtown. Oh, the chat just jumped. Where are we in the chat? Super Boomtown says, thanks for the shout out, John. Your adventures are very entertaining. Well, thank you, Super Boomtown. Again, I like it when you're in the chat very much. Winnie Melly says, yeah, dude. Winnie Melly, again, thanks for the super chat. Randy says, there is a Tommy Bahama shirt that I'm on at World of Disney. Yeah, they make some nice shirts, don't they, Randy? Excuse me. John with Funny Bee Free's voice is still a little hoarse, a little raspy. But yeah, Randy, Tommy Bahama makes nice apparel. Mary in the Move says, yeah, Zeep, thanks for using your credits for the blue milk. Yeah, exactly. Zeep180 used his credits for the blue milk. Hold on here. I'm attempting to head across the street. I'm going to shield Frankie Boy, my camera rig, with my hand. Hold on, we're going to go head to the opposite side. Oh, we got more lightning in the area. More lightning in the area. And the weather report that I keep hearing updates is not looking good here. So we're currently doing a merch search, trying to stay out of the rain right now. Oh, you heard the thunder there. It's getting more intense, the rain, Randy. But Randy in the chat says, the chat is awesome and absolutely on fire today. You all bring in the heat. And someone called John Butter because he's on a roll. Oh, Randy, look at, oh, I see where you're going with this. Okay, here we go. So I'll pop up the subscribe banner. Randy's again saying the chat is awesome and absolutely on fire today. You're all bringing the heat, and someone called John Butter because he's on a roll. As a reminder, please smack, press, touch, hit, pound, tap, squish, squash, or even smoosh that like button on the way in. Very well done, Randy. Again, the chat is awesome and absolutely on fire today. Y'all bringing the heat, and someone called John Butter because he's on a roll. As a reminder, please smack, press, touch, hit, pound, tap, squish, squash, or even smoosh that like button on the way in. Thank you, Randy. Awesome job as always. Sonic says, thunder claps. Clap, clap, clap. Thunder applause. No, thunder is not clapping. If you went to Sonic, still like it when you're here in the chat. I always get a kick out of you, Sonic. You're a hoot. A hoot, Sonic. Mary the Move says that Randy, John loves him some Tommy Bahama too. Mary the Move nailed it. Mary the Move knows. Super Boomtown says, I'm 60. I'm shopping around for a fake ID that says I'm 39. I love it. Super Boomtown, and you're funny and witty too. I like it. I like it when you're, I keep saying this. I like it when you're in the chat. Because we can swap stories. I want to hear all your stories, Super Boomtown. Zeep180 says, it's my pleasure, John is worth every credit he makes the magic. Well, thank you again, Zeep180. Randy says, I could see that Mary might have to get that chat to pitch in and get him one. Oh boy, Randy. Momodak says, you're so kind at Zeep180. Jaylon says, thunder goes boom. You nailed it, Jaylon. Let's get an update on the weather here. Maybe we should, enable the wireless feature on the bat phone. Or just poke our, Frankie Boy's one eye outside. It's still raining. It's still coming down. You can hear the pitter-patter of the rain on the awning above us. Sonic says, John, I am not an owl. I'm a hedgehog. I know, Sonic. So what should we call you? You're a hedgy hog? I don't know. Randy says, super. We are right there. Okay. I'm debating on where to head. I don't want to get the camera wet. That's the problem here. I really want to go experience Tower of Terror today. But again, that the line, the exterior queue is probably exposed out in the elements for Tower of Terror. Randy says, one eye like Mike Wazowski. Yeah, I nailed it, Randy. C.80 says, Frank needs a mini raincoat and umbrella. Exactly. Exactly. Like, yeah, a little yellow, little slicker. Z.80. I'm debating on whether we should head outside or under, you know, exposed and head back to Keystone Clothiers because we missed a lot of merchandise. I really want to go locate the Roosevelt shirts for Randy, but I'm not sure where we should head because it seems like wouldn't they be in Keystone Clothiers, Randy, for the Roosevelts? Sonic says hedgehog, maybe. Hot dog. Sonic, either way, I enjoy you being here. Either way. Mary the Moose says almost 100 likes. Oh, okay. So John What Fun to Be Free is calling all explorers. If you haven't done so already, I need everybody that's viewing us live to smash the like button in 3, 2, 1. So here we go. In 3, 2, 1, smash that like button. Do it now. Let's go. Mary the Moose says almost to 100 likes. Do it now. Sonic says, oof. Yeah, that traffic light is right there. Yeah, it's cool, isn't it, Sonic? The semaphore, the ringtone. I shouldn't call it ringtone. The bell. For Hollywood Boulevard and Vine Street, if you will. Rain, go away, come back another day. Boom, boom, boom. Randy says Tower of Terror 55 minutes. Yeah, and most of it's on the exterior queue, exposed to the elements, Randy. That's the only thing there. C.80 says in all reality, maybe a small plastic bag to keep over Frank's head. Yeah, but then it will obscure the lens, Sonic, probably. Randy says, not a big deal in the Roosevelts, just trying to get some time to stay dry and keep you and Frank safe. Thank you, Randy. Thank you, Randy. Let's head to Sunset. Oh, Sonic, we got go. Green means go, Sonic. We're gonna risk it. Here we're in the rain right now. I'm trying to head over to Sunset Boulevard. Hold on a second. Navigating around all the various umbrellas, you know, to and fro, if you will. We're gonna head towards the Hollywood Junction and eventually down Sunset Boulevard, down to the Beverly Sunset on the interior of that particular merchandise indoor location, if you will. It's right up ahead, just up ahead. Hear the lightning, or I should say, hear the thunder and see the lightning already? I expected Tonio Tower to pop in and go, John, the Tower of Terror, it's right there, go, go, go. Okay, let's get undercover here. We're now in the Beverly Sunset, if you will. More merch search, Randy. Hey, while we're in the area, let's head over in this direction and show you the fashion and apparel items from Pixar. So I'll slowly turn the camera and get back to the chat. Z.80 says Roosevelt designs are awesome, aren't they, Randy? They are. Z.80. Randy says yes, they are. Zeep. Sonic says that was Zeep's comment and not my comment. The small plastic bag comment. Got it, Sonic. I may have misquoted. I'm sorry. I apologize if I did. Sometimes the chat rolls and jumps, and as it jumps, my eye focuses on the handle, and then it jumps to the next statement, possibly. It happens so frequently. Randy says, I used to watch another streamer that promoted them. Love their shirt, but I'm a bit frugal. Oh, Randy, you probably watched Paging Mr. Morrow. I enjoyed his content. He does a great job. As always, you know, when it rains, it pours. But it always brings, you know, a lot of guests to the interior of the merchandise shops, if you will. Yeah, I'm beginning to see the light. And if you're new to the channel, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring that notification bell as well. Okay, we'll head across the street. I'll shield old Frankie boy again. Still raining out here. We're headed towards the Majestic Theater. And we're safe. It's like we just slid into home base. We're safe. It's a little chaotic in here in Pandora right now. A lot of people in the area, a lot of people on the interior of this merchandise facility. Zeep180 says they're expensive, no doubt. If you could get them on sale, it may be worth it, Randy. Sonic says, John, talking about frugal, have you ever seen Fraggle Rock? Yes, I have, Sonic. Down at Fraggle Rock. Randy says, yes, that's him. Great guy, not an awesome as another streamer called John from Fun to Be Free. You might know him and his camera, Frankie, are awesome. Well, thank you, Randy. I'll say it again. Randy's saying, yes, that's him. Great guy, not as awesome as another streamer called John from Fun to Be Free. You might know him. Him and his camera, Frankie, are awesome. Thank you again, Randy. Randy says, I'm going to win the lotto and I will get some. Yeah, some of the Roosevelt shirts. Yeah, they're neat, Randy. Like you said, a little pricey, right? Mary and the Move says, down at Fraggle Rock. Sonic, child of the 80s here. Nailed it, Mary and the Move. Excuse me, I apologize. My voice is a little hoarse and raspy still. Zeep180 says, get a Figment one for me. Yeah, they make a lot of different designs, are cool. And John with Fun to Be Free will always say, you know, we need more Figment, more cowbell. Sonic says, nice at Mary and the Move. Down at Fraggle Rock. We're approaching the Carthay Circle Theater. I bet you there's some Loungefly fans in the chat. Maybe we should turn around and check out the Loungefly. Oh, Mary on the Move. Look at this. Look at this. That caught my eye. How cool is that, Mary on the Move? That red jacket with Mickey on it. But let's reverse our direction and head back towards the Loungefly section for some more merch search, because there's a lot of people that are probably interested on the Loungefly backpacks that are available here at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Hello there.
Are you live streaming?
We're live right now, yeah.
How many people are you on?
Tune in and find out. Do you have your phone with you by any chance?
No, it's dead. Yeah, okay.
Fun to Be Free.
How many
I don't know. You'd have to go check it out online. I don't have feedback on this device.
Can I say on?
Jump into the live chat. Fun to Be Free.
No, my phone's dead.
I understand. Jump into the live chat when your phone's charged. Jump into the live chat.
Oh.
Have a great day. We have some Loungefly backpacks in the area here. Loungefly backpack. Oh, look, we got Kermit the Frog here. Loungefly. We got a Fab 5 Loungefly. We got even matching wallets. Oh, look, Sonic, we got Stitch matching wallets and Loungefly backpacks as well. We even have a couple of options for the Stitch Loungeflies. There's a couple. We got a few options here. Look at this, Sonic. We have even more. There's even a Baymax. And a Doug. Look at this. We got lots of options here. We even have Minnie Mouse shoes. Look at that. I've never seen the Minnie Mouse shoes before. How much are these? They are $39.99 for Minnie Mouse inspired shoes. Very cool. Lots of Minnie Mouse gear, including this Minnie Mouse Loungefly. There's also a purse reminiscent of Minnie Mouse as well. I need to make a technical adjustment to my camera rig that I called Frankenstein Mark 6. Hold on, let me double check with the chat. We are back charging again. Let me find our spot in the chat. Mama Duck says, Randy, for now, you won the lotto with Fun to Be Free. Sonic says, nice, at Mary on the Move. Randy says, this is a win-win for all of us. Sonic says, no horsing around, John. You got it, Sonic. Sonic says, by the way, DJ Sonic got an extended version of the Fraggle Rock theme. Very cool, Sonic. Very cool. Randy says, I love that response, John. You have to say there's millions of us here because it's not just one person's at home. It's families on top of families. Randy, I think you're onto something there. Randy says, I love that response, John. You have to say there's millions of us here because it's not just one person's at home. It's families on top of families. Yeah, Randy's nailed it, I think. Yeah. Millions. Oh yeah, it's kind of like Austin Powers. 1 million people viewing right now. Families on top of families. Sonic says, I mean, yeah, Stitch is cute. Sonic is so precious to me though. Sonic. Yeah, Stitch is fine, right, Sonic? Stitch is very popular. Lots of guests love their Stitch here at the Walt Disney World Resort, Sonic. Over in this section, we have some graphic tees. Oh, here, interesting. I think I've seen this before, but I never miss a rope drop. Walt Disney World. Huh, Florida Mark F. Does that mean you have to stay on property to be a rope dropper? No, not really. You could show up. You could have an annual pass. But real quick, I wanted to just bring your attention to the cost, the price, the charge. Adult tees, $25 each when you buy 2. Regularly $29.99 each plus tax. More magic. So they have lots of different tees to choose from. Here, I'll slowly turn around here. Oh, here, I just caught my eye. This caught my eye. So here you go. Okay, Super Boomtown, but I'm still calling it Disney's MGM Studios because we got Dinosaur Gertie's Ice Cream of Extinction. Too bad it doesn't say MGM down there though. But I understand why they did it. But yeah, this is a neat shirt, right? Here, we're gonna slowly turn around here. We're gonna head back outside, if you will. Let's get an update on the rain. And I am pretty certain that the Tower of Terror is still 55 minutes with an exposed exterior queue as well in the rain. Sonic says, Disney is not Sega. I know this. Yeah, I know Sonic. Randy says, I said it like that in the Austin Powered Dr. Evil's voice. Exactly, Randy. That's what I'm picturing too. Literally, Randy. You heard me say, I said Austin Powers. Yeah, I should have been more specific and said Dr. Evil. So it's raining a little bit less, it looks like. We got heavy sprinkles, but still it's not good for the camera. You can still hear the thunder. Mary the Move says graphic tees, same price at Disneyland, by the way. Interesting, huh, Mary the Move, that they're the same price. Antonio Tower, I expected to pop into the live chat and say, oh, John, go ride Tower Terror. Come on, you're right here, right there. Go. Where's Antonio Tower today? He always ninja watches till I get over to Sunset Boulevard. He's all, John, Tower. Yeah, it's raining still a little heavier, a little harder than I would like to be outside here. I don't think I'm going to go much further here because that Tower of Terror is still probably posted at 55 minutes. So I think we're going to turn around here. Slowly, that is. Mary the Move says $30 for 2 for $50. I think we should head back towards Carthay Circle Theater because it's a little too wet for the camera you're viewing on right now. I'm still shielding it with my hand. Hello there, nice to see you. We're live on YouTube right now. Oh, hello there. Thank you for making the magic.
Hi.
So cool. All right. I'm pulling the bat phone out of my pocket. I'm not going to put it on the screen, but I just want to get a quick update on the weather, see what we're dealing with here. Hold on just a moment. 100% forecast of rain. Wonderful. How wonderful. Oh, did you hear the thunder? That was a big thunderclap. Wow. Give me just one more moment here. Be right with you. In the meantime, enjoy views of the interior merchandise location here on Sunset Boulevard. Hello there. Nice to see you. We're live on YouTube right now. Excuse me. You're live? Yeah, we're live right now.
Can I say hi?
Do you have your phone with you?
Yeah.
I have a QR code here if you'd like to scan it.
Sure. Oh, I got it.
Hello, I'm John with Fun to Be Free. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
This is Jasmine.
Hello there. Nice to see you. Where are you from?
From Northern Michigan.
Oh, well, welcome. Enjoy your stay. Take care. Have a great day. Stay dry. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Okay, we're gonna head back outside here and eventually across the street. And we're gonna get index and cover underneath the, inside the building, inside the interior. Sonic says, I still don't get this. Sonic on Toon Disney, but this was the mid-90s era. Yeah, I guess they just had a contract, an agreement, partnership, if you will, Sonic, because of course, as we discussed before, Sonic the Hedgehog was actually at Innoventions at Epcot in 1994, so must have had a partnership agreement, if you will. Randy says, he is absent without permission. Hold on, where are we in the chat? Sonic says, still very popular among one person, just me, Sonic. I guess so. Sonic says, yeah, agreed. Randy says, he is absent without permission, but needs a DE merit. I'm not sure I understand what Randy's saying. I'm sorry, Randy. Oh, demerit? Oh, demerit. Okay, yeah. Randy says he's absent without permission. He needs the demerit. I think I got it now, Randy. I had to reread it. Mary the Moose says Sonic was very big in the 90s. Sonic says, yeah, agreed. So, okay, now I understand where we're going with this. Elizabeth, welcome in, welcome back. Elizabeth joining us from Sweden. Elizabeth says, hello from Sweden with a big hand waving. Hello there, nice to see you. We're live on YouTube right now. Hello there. I'm John with Fun to Be Free.
Yeah, let me see, man. Fun to Be Free.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I have a cue. We're here daily, 2 o'clock p.m. from the Walt Disney World Resort.
No way.
How many followers do you have?
It grows every day. Yeah. But it'll show you right now. Yeah.
Oh, you're doing great.
Enjoy your stay. Take care. Have a great day. Stay dry. Randy says, welcome in, Jasmine. Oh, we have a new subscriber, Randy? Jasmine? Florida Mark says 0% sunshine. Yeah, exactly, Florida Mark. I think you got that one. Randy says, welcome back, Lisbeth.
Oh, I love Starbucks. Hi, did I tell you I ate my sandwich?
Oh, we have a Roosevelt shirt, maybe? Roosevelt shirt? Oh. Nice shirt.
Thank you.
Where'd you get it?
Let's see, where are we going?
Was it on property here?
It was actually in Disney Springs.
Okay. So, Randy, we got Roosevelt's for Disney Springs. Yes, thank you. Thank you for that.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm John with Fun to Be Free. We're live right now on YouTube.
How's that going?
Beautiful, perfect.
I know, great weather for it.
Exactly. Okay, let's duck into the interior merchandise location here. All right, we're at the Hollywood Five and Dime. Of course, the Five and Dime has kitchenwares, if you will. They even have, here, let me show you. Scream canisters. This caught my eye, so I came over here. It says, I scream. Caution, unrefined scream. Beverage container, if you will. Lacey Jones, welcome in, welcome back. Lacey Jones says, hello, everyone. Well, hello there, Lacey Jones. We're currently broadcasting live from Disney's Hollywood Studios on this wet day here. We're kind of hanging out, if you will, because the camera rig doesn't like to get wet. Old Frankenstein is afraid of water, Lacey Jones. Sonic says, you jumped over a comment of mine, John. Still is very popular among one person. Just me. Me, Sonic. I think I did it, Sonic, though. I think I did. I thought I did. I don't intend to jump over it, Sonic, but as you know, the chat just jumps and rolls. Sonic says, hey, add Lacey Jones. Well, hello there.
You're gonna walk with Daddy. You're gonna walk
No,
with
stay.
Walk with Daddy. You're on
Out. Oh boy, Florida Mark said no chance of sunshine. So we're headed over here to my favorite spot near the crossroads of the world. I'm gonna flip the camera here, don't get seasick. Oh, well, hello there, John with Fun to Be Free. Let me adjust the camera so you can see behind me up Hollywood Boulevard towards center stage. It's raining here. It continues to rain with no chance of sunshine coming out. So at this point, if you've just joined us, once this live stream concludes in just a few moments that is, be kind, rewind, check out the blue and green milk. We had a special guest star today, Zeep 180 and Disney Deb 71. So start the video over, check that out. We go over all the details in regards to blue milk and green milk. Of course, that's Star Wars blue milk. Is it the best in the galaxy? Tune in and find out. But tomorrow we'll be live as well at 2 o'clock p.m. from the Walt Disney World Resort. Thank you to my new subscribers. Thank you for all the super chats. And we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching, everyone. Because, you know, a little wet and rainy here from the Walt Disney World Resort. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.